My team's gone down to 8 already. Be consistent. Be consistent. Consistent. Regular schedule. Regular sketch. Regular schedule. Sketch. Joe. Welcome to my live. This is a live TikTok tutorial on going live. If you're interested, you want to know more, double tap more, and I will be sharing with you exactly what I am going to be covering today in this live TikTok tutorial. Make sure you repost and make sure you follow, make sure you share. Because I'm going to be covering everything that people might not share with you, all for free. Okay? So definitely make sure you hit that like button, hit the top button. Also, what's this again? Sound effects. Sound effects. You don't want to have quietness. You don't want to have no sound. You want to have sound. You want to keep the sound going. You want to limit the amount of sounds where it's just no noise. And you also want to treat one person like 100 people because there's people on the For You page. You want to make sure that you're paying attention. Who's coming into the room? So Michelle, Mabel1, Darren McCartney, welcome to the live. Thank you for joining. I'm going to be covering everything you should be doing in your live. For those of you that don't know, I'm going to be covering sound, lighting, audience. Share your stories, success stories, quality over quantity, set a goal, connect, be consistent, a regular schedule. There's a breakdown of all of this, but there's no point going into it. But I'm going to be live for about no more than 2 hours, depending on the questions and the answers. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're not sure, just go over to my profile, check a video out that I just two videos that I've recently done. I help you to go live. I help you for those of you who've already gone live. Well, I don't need help. I can go live. There's certain things you want to be paying attention to when you go live. So when you are using your highlights, you can actually use them without no copyright issues or any of that. No hissing, no whistling, no background noise. It's silent, especially if you haven't got the money to be having the money at the moment to be having a good microphone. You want to make sure you do these things. And I'm going to be sharing you how to be pro going live. How to get the right lighting without the budget. How to have the right sound without the budget. Without having certain things to get you to make money from going live. That I've seen people that I know doing exactly those things. So I'm sharing those things with you right now. Bear in mind, I'm sharing that with you. I'm looking also for moderators as well. So moderators, you'll be earning anything from 300, no, 3 figures to 4 figures being my moderator. So if you're interested, DM me, reach out to me, click the bio on my link. My name is Andrew Jules. I'm an online entrepreneur. I've been doing this for over 2 decades. And the reason why I'm sharing this information with you is because it's from my experience of going live daily for 2 years, consistently. Okay, so that's why I'm here. I'm sharing that information. You're welcome, SRN. You know, you want to be focusing on certain things. And I'm going to be going over some topics. If you want me to cover anything regarding going live, you've never gone live before, and you need the help, I'm here to help you, okay? Hello. Welcome. Okay. Thank you for joining. You know, it's all about, you know, getting rid of them trolls. Getting them out, that's right. You know, it's about just keeping it healthy. And it's about having that wow factor. Wow! That's right. And all the wins. Each one teach one. I found out about these effects from, what's it called? Soul Vibes, Digital Soul Vibes. She shared this information with me. I don't know if you know her, but she shared this. I was like, how are you doing all these sound effects? How are you doing it? And she shared it with me. Thank you for double tapping the like. SRM, thank you. Appreciate it. If there's anything you're not sure about, make sure you're hitting the repost. Make sure you're liking. Make sure you're commenting. And let me know what you need help with going live. I was looking at my live content recently, and I noticed there was some background noise, there was some hissing, and I was like, well, I can't clean that sound up right now, but I want to post the video. How can you post a video with all that sound? How can you use that video with all that annoying noise in the background? Well, I'll tell you how. use a backdrop, use an instrumental, okay? Thank you for following, Rebecca. Use an instrumental, okay? If you don't understand what the gloves are up there for, that's about knocking out your bad habits, okay? Thank you for liking, thank you for following, and thank you for sharing. This is a live TikTok tutorial and about going live and how you can gain your audience from zero audience to actually getting an audience, but how to get likes, how to get engagement, how to do it organically, and how to win going live. Okay, so you're in the right place if you want to know those things. If you have a question, please do drop the questions in the comments. I will follow, I will keep you in suit, and I'll go in the flow with who's in the room and the questions you're asking. So one of the things I would like to mention is the fact that a lot of people use music, and we love music, right? Remember copywriting, just what I needed, beginner here. Oh, fantastic, welcome, thank you. So what would you like to know? So one thing you want to do is when you're going live, you want to make sure you have the right sound. You want to make sure that you have no disruption within the live. You want to make sure you have windows shut, doors shut, washing machine off. You know, you don't want to be near anything that's going to vibrate or make any noises that you might get picked up on your microphone. So you want to pay attention and listen. Can you hear any humming? You want to think studio. If you can hear humming or buzzing, let me know if you can hear any buzzing or humming. You do hear a buzz. Okay. So that could be, I'm not sure where the buzzing is coming from, but let me see. I can't hear any buzzing. Obviously, a tiny bit of buzzing. Okay, well, that's cool. I like the fact you can hear a bit of buzzing because I'm not in a studio. So there's going to be some kind of frequency, some sort of vibration. That can easily be removed, or you could just have a little bit of background music, the soft background music, and it will just, no one will hear it, okay? It will just cover it up. I'm not in a studio. I am in an environment where there is machines and stuff, and there's things going on around me. So you might hear something, but how's the sound? Is it silent? Or is it a lot of noise? Can you hear me? Let me see if it's my headphones. Let me see. It might be my headphones. Maybe my headphones are not doing the job that they should be doing. Hold on 1 second. Let's have a look. Let's unplug it. My actual device might record better sound. How's that? Is that better? Is that better? I've got different headphones to test anyway, but is that better? Let me know if it's better, okay? So one thing you want to be taking into account is your lighting. Lighting is so important, okay? Lighting is so important, not the headphones at all. So can you still hear buzzing, or is it without the headphones much better? Worse, I think. Okay, cool. Let's test these ones out. So it's all about testing. It's always about testing. Always about testing. It's all good. It's all good. It's all about testing. So I'm going to put these ones on. Hold on a second. This is funny, isn't it? Okay, so how's that? Is that better? That's so funny. See when you bring it to your attention. How's that? Is that better? Andrew T, welcome to the live. Thank you for joining. Is that better? Or is it just as bad? Is it better? Is it better? Yes? No? Better? Way! See, it's all about testing. That's better. Thank you. So now I know that the Chinese AirPods is better than the JBLs. The Chinese AirPods with no name, no branding, is better than the JBLs. Can you imagine? JBLs, 10 times the amount than the Chinese version. So it's all about testing. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know it's crazy, isn't it? But look, this is what it's about, man. It's about showing you that it's not about money. You know, and China's already saying all of this already, that all of the stuff is made in China. And if I open up the JBLs, going off on a tangent, made in China. If I open up these AirPods, made in China. Can't even find China on it. It doesn't have anything on it. Nothing. It doesn't have anything apart from a number or it charging. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you, SRN. Thank you for letting me know we've covered that bit up. That is funny as hell. So it turns out that the cheap AirPods are better than the expensive ones. I can't believe that. These are like, how much are these again? These are like, they were supposed to be £70, but I got them for like They're all on an Amazon sale, and I'm not selling them. I don't sell nothing. I don't have a TikTok shop. These were like, yeah, they were like probably about. They were saying they were like 79.99, and I got them for around about £14. I got these for £14. Can you imagine? I got them for £14. 1/4, by the way. What, £14? These now, these are £70. These are actually, I paid £70 for them, but they were in what's the place called? I can't remember the place called, but anyway, these are like 10, like I said, 10 times more than the other ones, yeah. And these are supposed to be like the best. You know, I feel like putting them in the bin. Anyway, so what would you like to cover? What would you like to cover? This is a live. This is direct. I want you. So that I'm going to be talking about music, background sound. We've covered. We'll talk about that much more. You want to talking about lighting. You want to be centered in the camera. You don't want to be too far away, and you don't want to be like this. Hello, everyone. Hello. You don't want to do that. You know, you don't want to be like this. You don't want to be like this. Hello, everyone. Hello. Hi, everyone. How are you? Hi. Hello, Digital Mum Tan. How are you? You just don't want to do that, no? And you don't want to be like this, too close. Hello, everyone. Hi. How are you, everyone? Hello. Okay, you don't want to be too close to the camera. You want to just get your camera centered. Yeah, you want to get the lighting right. You want to have a ring light. If you don't have a ring light, you're going to have to just improvise, okay? Improvise. And I'm calling old school, old school, old school, old school. Because lighting is important, but it doesn't matter what type of lighting you got. Just make use of what you have available, but make sure you've got lighting. You want to be centered. You want to be paying attention. Rebecca, Lucy, and Enjorugi211. And I bet you want to know, you know, because the thing is, TikTok ecosystem is, I can't believe we're already on 3,000 likes. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for loving. Thank you for, what's the word for it? Double tapping is clapping. Okay, so please do double tap when you get the opportunity to. Repost and share the live out. So we covered lighting, we've covered sound. If you want me to cover anything, well, you're more than welcome to ask. Now you want to know something. When someone's coming in a room, you want to acknowledge everyone. You want to celebrate the trolls. You want to embrace the trolls, love the trolls, because the more comments, the more engagement that you have in the chat is going to push you up in the algorithm. Now, if they're being nice and nice, okay, and I understand for those of you that are going live and you're like, oh, I don't want to go live. You know, I don't want no one trolling me. I don't want no one like. So let's do the basics. Let me know if you're still here. Do you want to know the basics? Type in basics, and I'm going to break it down more than you've probably ever heard it being break down before. Type in basic. Love Power Us. Type in basics. Cool. I'm going to put the whiteboard down. I'm literally just throwing it on the floor. There we go. Basics. I'm throwing away the pen. Basics. All right, let's go. Anyone want basics? Anyone basics? Yes, Love Power Guy. Anyone want the basics? Who wants the basics? Come on, type in basics, like, double tap. Let me know you want the basics. Only one person wants the basics. All right, true. You're testing me, Rebecca. Maybe you came in the room when I said one person is like 100 people. So I'm gonna deliver. I'm gonna deliver. Okay, I'm gonna deliver. All right, the basics is this. A lot of people do not like going live because it's like public speaking. I get that. I understand that. Now, if you want to follow the community guidelines and not get your account banned, grow a massive account, big following, and all of a sudden you get banned because you did something that you thought was okay because a lot of people were doing it. Don't do green screen, okay? The green screen, and I mean green screen, I don't mean your actual physical green screen. I mean TikTok green screens, they break. Someone lost their account, which was worth a lot of money. They were making a lot of money from their account, and we're talking thousands a week. But because their green screen broke, it exposed their baby in the background walking around without a nappy. Because the green screens do break, okay? They do break. They do break. And they've exposed people doing stuff they shouldn't be doing behind the green screen. So you have to be aware, if you're using it, don't use a green screen. Just refuse to use a green screen. Find somewhere where you're not going to get anything that's inappropriate going live, okay? Okay? No green screens. Now, next thing you want to know is address your insecurities, okay? Address your insecurities. I don't know if you want to hear this, but you're going to have to hear it. address your insecurities, because guess what? When you decide to go live, people will go at you regardless of where you look. They will find some kind of fault about you. They will. They will. And I'm telling you how it was for me when I joined. You know what I mean? If your skin's dry and you ain't creamed it, they'll address it. If you've got a gap in your teeth, they'll address it. If you've got no hair, they're going to talk about it. They'll call you all kinds of names. They're going to focus on you for all these things. Make sure you're sharing it to your top 5 friends. Make sure sharing is caring, okay? There's no lack. So share, repost out, double tap the like button is like clapping. Double tapping the screen is like clapping, and take notes. Okay, take notes. Obviously, I don't know if you know, but my team does get my whole tutorials. All of this gets downloaded and uploaded to YouTube, but that's only for Growth Squad Hero members, okay? Growth Squad Hero members get the full recording of all my trainings and everything. Some of my trainings go on 13 hours. It sounds a bit ridiculous, but I have done a live for 13 hours. It just wasn't me. I had special guests, 7-8 figure earners, sharing how you can make money in all different niches, okay? From music, TV, radio. So one thing you want to take into account is sound. We covered sound at the start. Yeah, we covered that. Now, let's go back to the basics. You want to remember, ladies, men, if you wear makeup, you wear makeup. If you're going to wear makeup, don't overdo it, okay? Next, you want to make sure that when you show up on camera, you're showing up camera like you're going to, like you're ready for, you know, you can be, let me think about it this way. Depending on who your audience is already on your content, on your actual profile, you want to dress to impress your audience, okay? Type it in the chat. Dress to impress my audience. Type it in the chat. You know, yeah, you could use effects, but I would avoid them if possible. But if it fits into what you do, you can use effects. That's true, SRN. You can. But you want to dress to impress your audience, okay? You want to connect with your audience. So I dress casual. You know what I mean? I dress casual. I just dress casual. I wear a tee. You know, that's me. I used to wear suits, shirts, ties, booted and suited and all of that. But I just dress relaxed. Relax, nice cotton t-shirt, black. Yeah, I'm not blending in with the background. You can see me. You know, things are going to change, but it's not going to be changed too drastic. I'm going to get getting my setup nice and done. You'll soon see it, but the setup will happen. But it's not going to be over the point, over the top. Next, you do not, let me repeat this. I want to repeat this again. Do not use music. Live Lounge 2, I was just talking about you, my brother. I was just talking about you. Was in the room the other day. Next, you do not want to be using music in your tutorial, in your life. Why? Why, you ask? Copyright reasons. Because just because the music's trending, when you want to put your video up, is highlights, and you've got music in the background. Oh, well, you're learning. I'm glad you're learning. Casey Digital, you're learning. So next, you don't want to be using music in your lives. I know people will be like, if you're going to use music, it's a bit of a tricky one, but you don't really want to be. If you're a DJ, obviously you have to use music, right? You have to use music. You're a DJ. But just to be clear, think about it this way. If you're going to use music, don't have it through the whole way through your life. Have sections where you don't have music, have sections where you do have music. So then when you want to use your content, because I want you to monetize, I want you to maximize your time. Time is currency. Unless you have a team that's like Live Lounge Luton, yeah. Unless you've got Live Lounge if you've got Live Lounge, yeah, instrumental's fine. Unless you've got Live Lounge, okay, and they do your own editing for you, they do your content for you, and they can clean up your audio, which I can do personally myself. I can easily remove your background sound for you. I can show you how to do it. I always show my team, Growth Squad Heroes, okay, how to do it. It's very straightforward to do. You can use CapCut Pro and you can remove it out. But if you want to use TikTok and you've just got your mobile phone and you're out and about and you want to edit a video, oh, that's one of the, that's Live Lounge, live, L-I-V-E, Live Lounge. That's who just came in the room. I don't know if they're in the room now. That's one of my guests I had a few days ago, my 13-hour marathon live. So that was just someone I was shouting. And that's another thing you want to do. Play around with your words. So when you're talking about people that's coming in, praise them. I do praise. You know, I'm talking about people coming in the room, SRN, okay? That's what I'm talking about. You know, I'm very playful. You know, you want to be rich. Thank you for joining, Rich. and you want to be holy. Thank you for being holy. You know, you want to praise it. Praise list, yes, praise it. You know, these are people jumping in the room, so I'm acknowledging them, but you don't know I'm acknowledging them but they know I'm acknowledging them. The For You page knows I'm acknowledging them. Okay, so let's get back there. Let's get back there. You know, you don't want to be. Are you one of a Virgo? Double two, double two. Virgo in the room. Is anyone a Virgo in the room? You know, you want to just play around with it. You want to get comfortable. You want to cha-cha-cha with it. You know, you want to enjoy it, okay? You want to acknowledge all of your screen that's on your screen, okay? So we've acknowledged the insecurities. We've addressed that, okay? We've addressed it. Apparently, I've got a flash goal. So you want to acknowledge all of this stuff. But the one thing you want to do, if you're going live, who has not been live before? Okay, everyone I think has been live. What you want to do, okay? I hope you're paying attention. Help me with my flash goal if you can. It's a finger heart. Appreciate it if you're able to. Anyway, what I wanted to say to you is this. If you're going live, you need to pull to the left, to the right. Has anyone done pull to the left and to the right? Have you done that? Are you on Android? How are you going live, Rebecca? How are you going live, SRN? How are you going live, Nora? How is everyone going live? Are you using your mobile phone? Are you using a laptop, tablet? On the phone. Okay, are you using an iPhone or Android? What are we using to go live? What are we using to go live? Android. Okay, so you want to pull from the left, no, to the right, to the left. And there's little challenges you need to be doing. Cool. You want to pull from the left from the left of your screen, and you're going to get real-time performance. It's going to tell you the duration of your live. It's going to tell you whether you have a good connection, because there'll be a green light there. It's going to tell you an overview of how many people's in your room. It's also going to tell you how many followers have joined, how many diamonds you've received. Diamonds is TikTok currency, okay? Every time you get gifts, you get diamonds, okay? So diamonds, I'm not going to go too much in diamonds. That's a whole nother story, but that's TikTok currency, okay? That you can convert into money, diamonds. Next is going to tell you how many gifters you've got. The next thing you want to look for is your live journey, okay? It's on the screen. I'm looking at it right now. Obviously, you cannot see it, and I hope. Now, next you're going to see, and I can't see anything else. You won't see anything when you pull to this screen, apart from this real-time performance. Next, you're going to get live journey. So 100 needed to reach stage 25. So I'm already on my stage 25, and I've only been going live for the last 2 weeks. That's because I've done over 117 hours of live. So I've tested this out. It's not like I've tested this out. I've gone live probably 120 hours already in the last week. In this week alone, I've done 100 hours, okay? In this week alone, I've done about over 100 hours, yeah. Go live on 3 separate days within 7 days. I've done that. I've got 70 little hexagon things and little tokens, and I need to collect 1,000 diamonds. I've collected 228 diamonds. It's now telling me I can get a 4 tier 2 cards. Does anyone know what does anyone know what a flare card is? Yeah, I've done 120 hours. That's correct. 120 hours. Thank you for joining. So I'm not just someone who's just jumped on and doesn't have a clue what I'm doing. I've been live for a very long time, okay? So I'm here to share that information with you. So please, that's what I'm doing. I'm also got management now, UK #1 manager. UK network, live TikTok network is managing me. If you want to know who they are, reach out to me in the private. I'll share that with you. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so I've done over 120 hours. That's right, SA2. Thank you for following. Thank you for the finger hearts, Sabina. Appreciate you. Thank you. Please do double tap the like button. Let's see if we can get to 10,000 hearts within. Can we do it within 3 minutes? Can we do it? I wonder. Make sure if you haven't done so, heart me as well. So yeah. So once again, I'm just looking through the comments because I couldn't see it before. So is everyone following me? Have you used split flares and used it? So I've had flares up to tier 2. Okay, and I want to share something with you. I am planning on doing a 24-hour live, but you need to turn on notifications. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but it will happen. I am planning it. And when I plan something, and when I set my mind to it, it's going to happen. I'll have amazing guests in. We're going to have a really good time. And we might even give a giveaway. But once again, if you know me and you get to know me, you know what I'm about. I deliver and I deliver. My moderators earn up to 3 to 4 figures when they join me on my lives. Not because of gifting, but because what we do. Okay, nothing to do with TikTok gifts. That's a whole different bonus. Okay, so let me just pull my screen across to the left, to the right, so I can see what's going on. And it's much more bigger now. I can see everything in real time. So I'm going to shout you all out, and I'm going to continue with this tutorial. Okay, so let's see. So yeah, Rebecca says yeah. Okay, noted. No green screens. And we're going to pin that. Unless it's a physical green screen, no green screens. There's effects to fix your makeup. That's actually really funny. Yeah, if you look apart and you want to fix yourself up, use effects to fix your makeup. Dress to impress. That doesn't mean looking like you're going to go to a wedding. It just means dressing a certain way. If your audience sees you in your pajamas all the time, shock them. If your audience sees you in suits all the time, shock them. The idea is to shock your audience. Make them think, oh my gosh, I'm used to seeing them in the pajamas. Usually I see them at work. Change it up. Make it interesting. So when people see you, they're not expecting to see you. Like, I went live at 2 a.m. in the morning. I can kid you not. People were like, what? What are you doing at 2 a.m. in the morning going live? There's no one around. There was more people in the room than there is right now. That's for sure. And they were in the UK. And the only reason why that was happening is because a lot of the people that was in the room happened to be not able to sleep, and they knew who I was. So they were double tapping like they were crazy. They were clapping away. They were sharing. They were reposting. And they were shocked I was live because they couldn't believe it. They were like, you go live from 5 a.m., Jules. 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. Why are you live at 2 a.m. in the morning? Anyway, I'm not going to continue on with that. So dress to impress my audience. That's correct, to Duke's praise list. That's correct. Dress to praise your audience. Let me pin you. Okay. Thank you for sharing the live, LVSK80. So far, I've done everything wrong. Rebecca, take note. Take note. And in fact, Rebecca, I'm going to upload this video afterwards onto my YouTube. So at some point, I'm going to upload it. So the whole of this tutorial will be there anyway. It's not going to be available for everyone to see because it doesn't look nice looking at this type of screen. So it's going to be link only available, okay? Is it instrumental okay? Instrumentals are fine, Rebecca. Live, okay, we've covered that already, that comment. Okay, let's see what else we got. Nora Boa, thank you for joining. Yep, go on your phone. Well, you can go on anything that you want to do to go live. If you, your tablet, your laptop, live studio as well. That's fine. That just gives you more features. I haven't used it as yet, so I'm not able to comment on it. Rebecca, choose to send their first gift ever to your live. You can show your appreciation with a response. Thank you, Rebecca. I'm not sure what that means. First gift ever to your live. Oh, that's the first time you gifted me. Okay, cool. Obviously, because you've never been in my live. But once again, thank you. I'm just reading all your comments. I'll get back to the tutorial. Thank you, Sabina, for sending me a finger heart. I think I might have 2 more hearts to do. Have you used flares? I'm going to talk about flares right now. Hold on. Thank you, SRN, for that. It's an achievement. That's nuts. Yes, I know. Number 9 member in the team. Thank you. Your mods 3 to 4 figures. That is correct. They can earn up to 3 to 4 figures. No moderators in the room right now. I'm looking for moderators. Thanks, Live Lounge 2. Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Thank you. Never gifted before. Appreciate, Rebecca. That means a lot. First ever. Wow, that's impressive. I'm very grateful for that. So, flares. Let me go into flares. Who wants to know about flares first and foremost? And another thing you want to do is you want to engage with your audience. You want to encourage conversation. You want them to make them feel they're a part of your life, because they are. If there's no audience, there's no live. If there's no audience, what are you doing? But there is an audience. Ladies and gentlemen, there's an audience. They're on the For You page. And they're looking in right now. And they're like, what is this madman doing? And he going to stop doing his lives? Fed up of him, Digital Man. Why does he keep going live? He keeps on ruining the game for us. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen on the outside? Guess what? I'm no longer talking about online marketing anymore. I'm no longer talking about putting a plaque on your head with a figure on your head. Actually, that's incorrect. I am. But the point is what I'm saying to you. The point is what I'm saying to you. And I'm not saying it looks like you're homeless either. No, I'm not saying that. I never said it. Okay? I didn't say it. Okay? I didn't say it. No, I didn't. No, I didn't say it. I just said it. No, I didn't say it. Anyway, we're going to move on from there. We're not going to go and address the elephant in the room, you know. Regarding all of that, you are the face of your brand. You might be like, well, I don't have a brand. Well, you do. Your face is the brand. People do business with people. Okay. So if you've got a whiteboard on your screen and this is you talking, which I've experienced before, not me. Hello, everyone. How are you today? I am going to be teaching you this, and this. Bye now, everyone. I'm behind the board if you need me. I'm behind the board. Hello, Philip Cox Art Creation. I'm behind the board. I'm here. Yes, I am. I'm here. Hello. Okay, we're not going to go into that one. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It was a shock to me. I was giving a tutorial. I was teaching one of the Growth Squad Heroes members how not to go. I was showing them how to find the live recordings. My moderators get all my live recordings, okay? My guests get all my live recordings. So what I mean by that is if you are a guest and you jump up on the screen, TikTok will automatically, as a reward for being my guest, will give you all of my video. The whole of this recording, it will take the video and it will upload it to you. If you download it, that is. Okay? Maybe you don't even know that, but I just found that out recently, so I've turned it on. Anyone that joins me as a guest, you get the whole recording. So if I've done 13 hours, you've got 13 hours of content that you could do what you wish with it. You can learn with it, you can upload it and make money from me being the one tutorial and then sending it out there. And anyway, we're not going to go into that. The point is, who wants to know about flares? Anyone want to know about flares? Who wants to know about flares? Come on, let's get to 5,000 hearts and I will share about it. Who wants to know about flares? Who wants to know about flares? No one? No one wants to know about flares. Flares is actually free advertising, if you don't know. Free. M. Flores. M. Flores, welcome to the live. Flares, I thought their name was Flares, but it's not. So yeah, so flares, when we hit 5,000 hearts, Philip Cox Art Creation, thank you, appreciate you for following, thank you for liking, thank you for commenting, thank you for reposting 5K, we're at 12K. Huh? Who's at 12K? Are we? I've got 5K on my screen. Are we at 12K? Can someone else confirm that, please? Are you sure about that? That's crazy, no way. Who's got 12K? You made 12K income? Correct. Congratulations, SRN. That is fantastic. I'm kind of confused. How many likes have we got in the room, ladies and gentlemen?
Stop struggling with logo design. Try this easy AI.
Okay, so Rebecca says it's not 12K. Okay. All right, it doesn't matter really. Okay, so on my screen, I've got 4.6. So I'm going to go on my moderator account. Live Lounge Luton. Live Lounge 2. How many likes have we got on the screen for you? Just out of curiosity. 4.6. Okay. So there's a delay. There's a delay. Okay, so anyone else can confirm how many more likes is on the screen? If you haven't hit the repost button. There is a delay. Okay. 4.6. Okay. Well, it looks like SRN has a very fast connection. So she believes, it's not that she believes, SRN said it's 12K. So possibly it could be 12K. There's a delay. Now I'm going to go into that in a bit. I'll have to write that down. Where's my pen gone? I threw my pen away. 1 second. I threw my pen away. 1 second. So what's this again? Likes. Because likes isn't accurate. So you don't want to be watching your likes. And you definitely don't want to be watching the amount of people that's in the room. So likes is on the left. And on the right, hold on a second, let me turn off this notification. On the right is how many people apparently is in the room. Okay, we'll talk about that in a bit. There's a delay, by the way. If you were to join me on a different device, you will find there's about a 2 to 5 second delay. I might have not even said what I've said already yet. So yeah, so there's a delay. So some people are not hearing it in real time. Anyway, we're going to keep on moving. So where are we at now? So who wants to know about flares? Because there's obviously a delay. Maybe someone's typed they want to know about flares, but I didn't even see it. So if you could just repeat what you said. Also as well, you also want to remind people, okay? Okay, so you want to remind your viewers to repeat what they said. Because if they've said it and you've got so many people in the room, you're gonna miss it, okay? And sometimes you will miss it, okay? So I'm going to talk about flares. And flares is TikTok's reward system for you completing goals. Some of the goals you don't have to do. If you don't want to do them, you don't have to do it, okay? Thank you, Live Lounge 2. Thank you. If you haven't followed Live Lounge 2, make sure you connect with Live Lounge 2. And everyone else that's supporting and commenting, just find out what they're doing, like SRN, Rebecca, and go support them, follow their accounts, check out what they do, okay? So, does anyone else want to know about flares? Live Lounge 2, Adik, Paris List, do you want to know about flares? SRN, do you want to know about flares? I don't even like. I don't know what's going mad. What's going mad, bro? Okay, so, yeah. Who wants to know about flares? Simply just type flares or type yes. Yes, we have another person who wants to know about flares. Now, flares got me excited. When I saw flares, hence why I've done so many hours. Like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? Flares do that? No, that's not the reason why I done that. Flares are going to bring in a lot of traffic, okay? Traffic. So if we hit 5,000 likes, okay, let's talk about flares. Okay, so bear with me. I'm going to go into my tutorial. I'm going to go into my teaching mode. Hold on a second. Let's get ready. To teaching mode. Let's get in teaching mode. Teaching mode. Okay. Teaching mode going in. Teaching mode. Everyone. One. Okay, when you hear the clap sound, that means not enough tapping. Okay? Tapping is clapping. Tapping is clapping. Tapping is clapping. Tapping is clapping. Tap, clap, tap, clap. And you want to be entertaining, okay, in your own way. Well, however that looks. So, flares. Flares is like little cards, like playing cards. You have different tiers. You've got tier 1. You've got tier 2. You've got tier 3. You get tier 4. And you got tier 5. Did anyone hear me? I love that. Digital guides for TikTok. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Make sure you hit the repost. Make sure you hit the like. I absolutely love, I love trolls. And we're going to go into that. I absolutely love trolls, okay? If you don't love a troll, then you really don't get it, okay? Because even Digital Guides for TikTok loves trolls. Helping trolls become millionaires who are brave enough. And then she mentions her company that she's in, which is UBC. 85% commission. I prefer 100, but that's just me. But 85% commission is not bad at all, okay? Okay, so Digital Guides for TikTok, she helps you with tutorials, okay? I notice you're not following me and I'm not following you, but it's no love lost. Thank you for joining the live. Appreciate you. Thank you for joining. Once again, the only reason why I would follow you is if I'm going to stay connected with you and you're going to answer, respond to me on the DMs. So if I follow you and I hit you on the DMs, that's another thing you want to be taking into account. When someone follows you, okay, and you follow them back, and then they DM you and you ignore it, not good. It's about connecting with people. I'm here to do business. I'm here to connect. Anyway, we're going to talk about flares. And like Digital Guides for TikTok has just said, she doesn't like flares because it brings in a lot of bots. Now, I don't really think they're bots. I think they're just people that's lonely. You know, they want some company and they want attention. So we're going to address those people, okay? We're going to address the trolls. Okay, but we're going to go into about the flares. Now, you got tier 1 flare brings in roughly around about 100 to 300 people into the room. I don't know what's happened. It's kind of like gone a bit crazy on my screen. Let me pull it across. So yeah, so once again, if you're following, your comment gets pinned up to the top. If you're not following, it doesn't get pinned. That's one other thing. You have to have rules in your room and how you do things, okay? Now, Digital Guides for TikTok says, I do like flares. I love it, but feel a lot of randoms. That's all. Now, they will be random to you because they don't know you. And obviously, TikTok needs to address that and make sure flares bring people that are actually in your audience, the people that you target. You know, they don't do that. They just bring everyone in. So this is where you want to address the trolls. You don't want to get your account banned, so you want to address the trolls. But we're going to go into that in a second. I think I've written it down somewhere. No, I haven't. So I'll write it down. I'll write down trolls. Trolls. There we go, trolls. We'll address the trolls. So next, we're going to talk about flares. So tier 1 brings in... I'm going to speed it up for you. Does anyone still want to know about flares? Because I got a bit distracted. Digital Guides is giving some value in here. Anyone want to know about flares? Anyone still in the room? No. Sometimes you have to check to see if anyone's in the room with you because it's hard to tell, you know, when it's like you're pulling over the screens. Hold on, let me pull my other screen off. 1 second. So yeah, so regarding flares, I'm just going to make it really simple for you to have a better understanding. Tier 1 brings in around about 100 to 300 people. If you get a tier 10, when you get a tier 10, that brings roughly over 10,000 people. Now, the reason why, what I want you to understand is with the flares, it's an estimate. It's not guaranteed because I've had a tier 2 and tier 2 is supposed to bring in around about 300, roughly around about 300, 700 people. No, yeah, roughly about that. I need to double check that because I haven't got the information in front of me. But tier 1 brings in roughly around 100 people. Tier 2, it all depends on who's going live at the same time you're going live, how much people come into your audience. So if you've got big live UK creators and you're in the UK, I'm not sure where everyone is in the world right now, but if you've got big UK creators going live and everyone goes live at the golden hour for the UK, and that time, the golden hour is between 7 and 9 p.m. Okay, if you're in the UK and you want to get an audience, and TikTok will generally tell you to go live around about that time. My time is 9 p.m. I don't like going live 9 p.m. Shall I tell you why? I'm in bed. I go live at 5 a.m. Monday to Friday, and even though TikTok says my audience is around at 9, I have gone live at 9, and I didn't really find an audience. In fact, everyone else in the UK was going live at 9 o'clock, including award-winning DJs that DJ over at King's Cross. DJ, what's his name again? DJ AJ? I think he's got the same initials as me, actually. DJ AJ, is that right? Anyone in the room know about DJ AJ? No? No one? I'm not sure what happened. This is all of a sudden. Please do engage with me in the comments and let me know if you know what I'm talking about so I can kind of get where we're at. So the next thing you want to know, do you want to know, all right, so we talked about flares. We addressed it slightly. I want to know, do you know how to recognize top gifters? Does anyone want to know how to recognize top gifters in the room? How do you recognize a top gifter? Does anyone know? Because if you know, just share it in the comments. And clapping is like... Tapping is like liking. So when you double tap, it's like clapping is what I meant to. Double tapping is like clapping. Double tapping is like clapping. He's in the UK, exactly. And if he's live, he's pulling some of the audience, okay? So you don't want to be going live when he's going live. Why would you? Especially if all your followers watch him when he's going live. It doesn't make sense. Well, who are they going to watch? You or him? You or him? You or him? Kind of think about it, you know? You want to find your time that maybe there's still always going to be people going live, but you want to find a time that's suitable for you. Now, a lot of people said, why are you going live at 5 a.m.? No one's awake. I went live at 2 a.m. and I was quite surprised at the amount of audience that I had. Grace Therapist, thank you for joining the live. This is a live tutorial. Well, obviously it's live. I'm live, right? This is a tutorial regarding going live. So if you want to know about going live and you want to understand about it, then you're in the right place. I want you to know that if you're not asking questions, then I can't answer. I'm not able to answer your questions because I'm not a mind reader. But what I really want you to understand is that when you come into someone's life, if you're going to go, let them know. That's one I haven't even written down. If you're going to leave the live for whatever reason, just let them know in the chat. Let them know. It's courteous, man. You're in the room. You've come out of the room. Because I could start talking to Caro Ann, who's followed. Thank you. And I continue talking to her. She's not even in the room no more. She's gone. Gone. And I'm like, yeah, Caro Ann, I'm talking to you, but you ain't even in the room. If you haven't already done so, please repost and share out. Okay? Double tapping is like clapping. That's right. Double tapping is like clapping. And since TikTok, where they are, I don't even sure if they're still in the room, but Digital Guides for TikTok mentioned trolls, you need to address the trolls. You need to respect the trolls, appreciate the trolls, and if they're not bothering you and they're not bothering your audience, keep them in your room, because some people will never go live again. L-I-V-E, live, as in live TikTok, live video, live broadcast. They won't do it. They will never do it again. Because going live, as much as I make it look easy and I'm comfortable on the screen, it's not easy for some people. Some people haven't touched the live button. They're scared. They're sweating. They don't want to do it. And a good example of this for your homework, scroll through your For You page on live content, and you will see there's people behind green screens. There's faceless lives, which are not allowed, and they will have their account banned when TikTok catches on to them. But the point is, you need to get comfortable going on camera. Why? Because it connects you with your audience. I've already spoken to one person, and not even my client. They just came for some help and support when I went live, and they asked, how can they get their audience? How can they get from 5,000 followers? How can they break that? How can they get off their 5,000 followers? Because what's happened currently at the moment, for the last year, they're stuck on 5,000 followers. Do you know what I advise them to do? Does anyone want to know what I advise them to do? This is an interactive learning session. You ask questions, I answer them. So would you like to know what I told them to do? You might already even guessed it. Nilo, thank you for joining the live. Make sure you're hitting the follow, make sure you support, make sure you repost. My name is Andrew Jules. I've been going live I was going live from Thursday, 22nd of August, 2013, when I found my purpose. And that's when I knew that, my purpose was to let you know that God exists, God is real, and God loves you. And you have a purpose, you are blessed. And you're capable of more, not less. Okay? So for me, I went live for 2 years daily on Facebook, which doesn't reward you like TikTok. Okay? That still doesn't reward you still up till now. Okay? And also as well, when I went live 1 to 3 to 4, 5 videos a day for over 2 years. I have thousands of videos. Can you imagine? So I am someone who's experienced enough to give you a tutorial about going live. Okay, I know about the different features. Edit King, thank you for joining. I know, and thank you for following, reposting, and liking and sharing. I know about what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing, and I'm going to cover them now. I'm going to read through them because I know some of you got time, some of you haven't got time, some of you on the toilet, some of you in bed, some of you cooking, some of you at work, some of you doing stuff that cannot be said, but I'm going to share these things with you. 1, music and effects. If you want me to cover anything, just type it in the chat. Music and effects. Background noise, lighting, sound, audience, gifters, how to recognize top gifters, share your stories, success stories, quality over quantity, set a goal, connect, be consistent, regular schedule, roles, people. Did you hear anything I said? Shall I slow it down? Am I talking too fast? It's very, very robust training here, and I have to break it down for you. If you want to get the training and the tutorial and the support and the help from me, reach out to me on the DMs. Obviously, I can help you much more better on a one-to-one basis. At the same time, it's much more effective, okay? What would you like to know? And remember, you can reach me on the DMs. You can also hit my bio and click my link. There's nothing there to buy, only to connect with me. I took it off. Why? Because I've got trolls. And trolls were making up imaginary email addresses to get my information. So now I'm very particular, quality over quantity, okay? I don't know why people's got time to put fake email addresses into stuff, taking other people's email addresses and pulling it into my lead capture page. It's just ridiculous. Absolute joke. So for that reason, I just said, you know what? I'm not like these desperate people that tell you to click on a link and buy their program. And they, I didn't say that. Did I say that? Whoops. Didn't mean to say that. My bad. Anyway, you won't hear me say click on my link and buy my course because it ain't going to happen, okay? You're not going to hear me tell you about my income story because it ain't going to happen. Unless it's relatable. Okay? That's the only time you're going to hear it. All right? That's the only time you're going to hear it. Now, I'm going to go through this again. Thank you for joining, Penelope friend. I'm going to go through this again and share. Okay? Now, I want to know. I'm going to say it slowly and backwards this time. Do you want to know about likes? Do you want to know about trolls? Do you want to know about the people? Do you want to know about regular schedule? Do you want to know about being consistent? Do you want to know about setting goals? Just write down what you hear. Actually, the words. So if you want to know about likes, type in likes. If you want to know about trolls, type in trolls. If you want to know about people, type in people. If you want to know about having a regular schedule, type in regular schedule. If you want to know about being consistent, type in being consistent. If you want to know about setting a goal, pull it in the comments. If you want to know about connecting, pull it in the comments. If you want to know quality over quantity, put it in the comments. If you want to know about success stories, put it in the comments. If you want to know about sharing your story and how powerful that is and how compelling it is and how people connect with you on a deeper level, put it in the comments. If you want to know about how to recognize your top gifter, put it in the comments. If you want to know about how to recognize what type of audience you have, put it in the comments. If you want to know about lighting, put it in the comments. If you want to know about background noise, put it in the comments. If you want to know about music and copyright and all of those things, put it in the comments. If you want to know about effects, put it in the comments. And I love the fact that the viewing has gone down, because it's like, what the hell's going on? Like, he's just throwing words out, and it seems like there's not enough people in the room. So I'm going to go with the first comment that was mentioned, which was people. A Duke's playlist said people. So we're going to talk about people, and we're going to talk about the different type of people that you get. Okay. So, okay, first and foremost, okay, copyright and music. So the first things first, we've got people. Now you have different type of people that come into your TikTok live. You've got the scrollers, okay? The scrollers are people that you don't know, you've never connected with, and they're on your For You page. And they're literally scrolling through. They don't know who you are, and they're just scrolling through. So you want to make sure that from time to time, I'll be taking a pen and paper and taking note, that you talk to the people outside of the live. For You page, those of you outside of my live, I can see you, I can hear you, and if you want to come in, you're missing out on value. I can acknowledge you, I can shout you out. Maybe people might follow you, and it's so much better being in the room with me. If you're on the outside and you want to come in, come on in. You already know you've been listening. Hit the repost button, double tap the like, and make sure you're hitting follow. Okay, because you don't want to miss a heartbeat. And then you tell them what it is that you don't want them to miss. Okay, you fill those blanks in yourself, because everyone's unique, everyone's going live. Okay, so that's that type of person. You've got the scroller. Then you've got your nosy one. And what do I mean by the nosy one? The one that's followed you and claiming that they support you, but they're on the outside looking in. Okay, they're on the outside looking in. Now that person doesn't know you that well. They've just followed you. They want to just get to know. Let's suss you out, you know? Now, if there is someone like that, you address them this way. For my followers outside that is looking into my TikTok and you want to come in and you've got no time to be here that long, just come and say hello. That's all you need to do. Hit the repost, double tap the like clapping, and I'm fine with that. I just appreciate your support, okay? So you're going to address them. Is anyone paying attention to what I'm saying? Because I don't know, because I haven't seen anyone do this on their lives. I've not seen anyone do this. So if you're finding value, type value in the chat, double tap the like is like clapping, and repost the live out if you haven't already done so, and let me know if you're finding value, because I'm putting out everything that people are not doing and I've addressed and what I do. Okay, so if you find value other than the Duke praise list, thank you, appreciate you. Please do type it in the chat so I know who's in the room, who's paying attention, who's listening, and how much value. If you're getting value, you're getting value. It helps me get on the algorithm, and it makes a difference, you know? So once again, we've only got one person saying value. Fair enough. Thank you, Benim Man, for sharing the live. Appreciate you. Sudaska, thank you for joining. Okay, so there you go. So now you've got people. So you've got the people in the room that's live with you. Your followers are coming, you know, and they've come in. And what you want to do, because people forget these things, even the people that support you forget. You want to remind them about a few things. Let me pull my screen. When they come into your live and you see your supporters, support. Thank you for following. Thank you for my followers. Rosie Talks, thank you for joining the live. Thank you. Appreciate you. You know what already to do. But just in case you forgot, my followers, my community, make sure if you can and you're able to, and do it in your own words, don't forget to help me with my goal, 4 golden gloves. You point people around. Show them where they're going around. Thank you. Welcome, Wagyu, Amburu. You let them know what you're doing, you know? Let them know if you're about to do a battle in half an hour. Let them know. Let them know what the schedule's like, what's going on in your life. It's a show. It's a recording. You're there. You are showing people what you're going to... You need to let them know what's happening. So every now and again, even though there's other people that's been in the room from the start, you need to give them a refresh. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Andrew Jules. I'm an online entrepreneur, and I've been in the game for over 2 decades. We're talking about before Facebook, before TikTok, before Instagram, and when we were talking about, that's right, dial-up internet. when you could take all day long to watch one video. Okay, now I'm doing a tutorial here for you to learn about going live. Yeah, and feel free to network. Feel free to network. I'm doing a tutorial about how to go live and what to do when you go live and how to avoid getting yourself your account banned. Okay, and how to avoid and how to engage with your audience. Okay, so that's what I'm doing for those of you that don't know. So we're covering lights, camera, action. Okay, we're covering that. Yeah, and I'm going to go over to the next question, the next thing that you wanted me to cover. So then you have those people in the room. So I mentioned follow. So you want to let them know. Double tap. It's like clapping. Repost my live out helps push my video out into the algorithm and all of those things. You want to also let people know. You know, let them know what you are doing. Okay. You want to let them know about teaming you. Heart me. Join the team. And then if you give it a name, mine is Growth Squad Heroes. GS Heroes. Okay. Over 1,000 members and counting in Facebook group, public group. Okay, so you want to keep that. You want to let people know. I will cover everything that's been mentioned. I'm going to pull over the screen. You know, you want to let them know about that. You also want to let them know, okay, that they can come up as a guest, but you let them know what time. Now, sometimes I say guest, my followers, my community. If you're already following me and you want to jump up and have a chat with me, then feel free to come and jump up and have a chat with me. But sometimes I will say to them, wait a bit for like half an hour to an hour and you can jump up and have a chat with me. Most of the time, that's what I do. And that is what I stick to. And then I say, for those of you, and you let people know what's going on, make it exciting, let them know. So I'm going to say, look, first, when we hit 30,000 hearts, I'll open up the boxes and we could do speed networking. But that's what I do. You don't have to do that. But you just enjoy it. Make your life be more than just you. Make your life be about your community. Make it be about the people. Okay? So I just want to address that. Then you want to also make sure you address the rules in the room. One, you can't be under the age of 18 to go live. Okay? You just can't do it. Yeah? You want to address the people that's commenting to be respectful to one another. So those are the different type of people. We could go in more detail about that, but that's quite a topic in itself. Next, let's cover some more subjects because I know there's quite a bit to go. There's a lot of great stuff to talk about here. That's really going to help you to go live. And if you could let me know when you're going live, that'd be fantastic. So I can come and see how you're getting on. That'd be even better. So yeah, DM me and let me know. So okay, so who we got? We got a Dukes in the UK. Okay, where in the UK are you? Would love to know. I'm in Southeast London. Okay, so we're gonna go copyright and music. So now, TikTok's an interesting place because with the music, hold on, no, I don't think that was the first question to say. So what was the next one? Hold on, let's have a look. No, okay, so we're gonna go copyright and music. People, gone that. Copyright and music. So regarding the music, TikTok's an interesting place because obviously TikTok was based on music. It was where people dance, sing, and all of that. And now it's very, very much about everything now. If you're gonna play music, you want to make sure that, depending if you want to use your video as highlights, you want to make sure that you don't get copyright restrictions and all of that. Okay. Also, as well, you want to be able to. So what you want to do is you want to have sections where you're playing music and have sections where you're not playing music. You don't want the music to be too loud. And secondly, if you're playing music, you want to make sure that that music you're playing isn't playing over something that you want to talk about or subject matter, because then you're going to have to do a lot of work removing the music, and you're going to have to go into CapCut Pro, for example, remove the music out. That costs a little bit. You have to pay for CapCut Pro, to put it that way. And then it's just going to be time consuming. And I'm talking about most effective way to edit your videos. So when you've done your live, like I've done my live now, there's no sound in the background. There might be a little bit buzzing, might be a little bit of hissing, but I can cover that with some instrumental music. Okay, so we've covered music. Okay, Eric Taylor, thank you for joining. Okay, who's in Kent? A Duke praise list. Someone's in Kent. Wow, okay, cool. Okay, and Philip Cox Art Creation says check out his music. Oh no, artwork, not music. Thank you for following. Sketch watercolor artist from Leicester, UK. Commissions only, no NFTs. I'm not sure why you don't like NFTs. Pretty good way of making money. It's digital art. Really easy for everyone to get hold of. Okay, what have we got here? Eric Taylor, thank you for joining my live. Let's have a look. Okay, you haven't hit the follow button. That's cool. Obviously, you don't feel the reason to follow. So yeah, where are we at now? Afternoon, fam. Thank you for joining. Esther, thank you for following. So we've covered quite a bit here. Quite a bit indeed. Let's have a look. Yeah, we have covered a lot in a short space of time. I mean, considering the time I'm going live, it's supposed to be quite a good time to go live, but clearly not. But anyway, moving on from all of that, what else would you like help with regarding going live? What else would you like help with? Okay, and tapping is like clapping. There is one thing I didn't address. There's one thing I didn't address. Okay, so what gadgets to get? Okay, that one thing I didn't address is the fact that it's a bit of a grey area, and I haven't even got it written down, so I'm going to write it down now. And that next thing is, the next thing is food. Food, yeah, food. When it's very it's a tricky one because TikTok doesn't like you eating food on camera. That's right, food. Yep. And TikTok also doesn't like. Thank you for joining the live. Thank you for liking Taz Digital. Obviously, I was not able to join your live today, but hopefully it went well. TikTok does not like food and drink on camera. Yes. Doesn't like food and drink. And I know this personally because either someone reported me or it's just the algorithm, but I got accused of that and my live got switched to an 18. Luckily enough, it never got shut down. You're not allowed to eat and drink on camera. You're not allowed to smoke on camera. You're not allowed to do a cigar on camera. Okay? I hope who's listening to this? Are you listening to what I'm saying to you? You are not allowed to do these things. Now, I got accused of while I was eating my cereal, the algorithm or someone reported me, because I've got a lot of haters out there. Fair enough, address the haters and the trolls. Accused me of drinking alcohol at 5 a.m. and smoking a cigarette. Now, I had a bowl and a spoon, but somehow that looked like alcohol and a cigarette. Don't even know. It's just, don't get it. I don't even understand it. This is why I need moderators, because moderators will be able to control the room and kick out bots, kick out trolls, and all those things. And like I said to you before the start of this live, and I'll say it to you again, my moderators get rewarded. And what do I mean by that? Everyone that comes in and asks for help and support and advice, I direct them to my team. Every team member does online business. They all help in different various ways. So they all have different skill sets. Some of them are very good at online marketing, digital marketing, funnels, web design, building, and that. Some of them are public speakers. Some of them are professional, high-ticket closers, okay? So they are able to close deals that sometimes I just don't have the time to do. So there are different types of people in the team. It's the best way to put it, okay? Yes, Taz, it's wild, but you cannot eat and you cannot drink on camera. Is there anything you'd like to know? Also, as well, you shouldn't be doing green screens. So unfortunately, Taz, I had to stop doing green screens. I actually thought it was a great thing because I could just get around, eat, not be on camera. But apparently, it goes against the community guidelines. Even though I've looked at the community guidelines, cannot see it in the community guidelines. But I'm being managed by a TikTok Live network creator agency, okay? It's a bit of a mouthful. I don't know if there's a short way to say it. So I'm doing very, very basic training, but it seems basic, but there's a lot to it. And I'm only sharing that training with the people that's in my team. What's there as a static image? I'm not sure what you mean. What's there as a static? Am I frozen? No, please don't tell me I'm frozen. What's there as a static image? I've kind of lost. Okay, so I'm going to go through. SRN, please do repeat what you're saying a bit more clearer. Green screen. Yeah, don't use green screen. Don't use pictures. Don't have banners up. None of that stuff. TikTok doesn't like it. They do not like it, so don't use it. Okay, if you want to listen, you don't have to listen, but they don't like it. Okay, this is why I'm doing this live, to just help people out that don't want to show their face on camera. You know, for those reasons. Yeah, it's really ridiculous with the algorithm, but Like from the time I'm eating cereal, I don't even eat on camera no more. Janine, welcome to the live. Thank you for joining. If you don't know, make sure you're supporting Janine Live Video Coach. She helps you, supports you in regards to live video coaching. Was listening in the hallway. And once again, for those of you that are listening in the hallway, come and say hello. Double tap the repost, like, team me, and all of those things, okay? Oh wow, Nino, respect my brother. Yeah, make sure you're supporting Nino Marketing. He keeps it real. He tells you all about marketing. He tells you what the deal is and what it's about, and the fact that he just explains his story. And the way me and Nino got connected, no one's asked about that information. Respect my bro. No one's asked that question. Like Janine, no one's asked. You can use green screen. He told you that. What green screen? No. Janine, pause. Green screen. Okay, so let me just pause on Janine. Let's just pin this up. So Janine says you can use green screen. Yes, you can use a physical green screen. You can, but you cannot use a green screen that's a TikTok filter. Okay? Hold on. Tapping is like clapping, yeah? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Tapping is like clapping. Don't get too close. Don't do it. Yeah, you wanna be adventurous, you know. So those are you that's outside on the For You page that are listening to me right now, my haters and my trolls, and my number one supporters and my followers, and you're like, oh, Jules, man, you support my live all the time, man. You're Mr. Live Success Support. I just don't want to come in right now because I just don't want to stay with you for 13 hours. Guess what? You don't have to. Just come on in, say hello. Say hello to the audience. Say hello to the people on the panel. There's no one in the panel. I get that. But what you can do, just say hello. Say that you're passing through. I do it as well. Sometimes, last night I was tired, man. I got to go to bed. I got to get up at 1 a.m. I ain't got time. I ain't got time to be in your life for 3 hours, 1 hour, even half an hour, because I have to go to bed. Yeah? So what I say is, hello, I'm in here for a few little bits. I'm just here to get you to 10,000 hearts. I'm only here to repost. I'm just here to engage and comment. I'm listening, but I'm getting myself ready for bed. But letting you know that I'm here to support you. And when I'm about to go, I'm not rude. I say, bye now, I'm going. See you later. Bye. Well, not like that. I don't say that. I say, good night, I'm gone, done, I'm bouncing, whatever the situation is. I'm gone. Yeah, I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm done and dusted. I'm out. But the point is, be polite. You know, we're all human beings. There's no point me talking to Boss It Live, you know, live video creator Janine, and she's not in the room no more. She's on the For You page, and I'm talking to her, and she's not here no more. And I'm like, yeah, Janine, you know, how your day been? She's not even in the room no more. You need to address the people in the room. So this is when you're in someone's life, to say bye. Just tell them you're gone. Tell them see you later. Tell them you got to eat. We all have lives to live. No one wants to be here for 24 hours with you, Jules, and then have to wait for you to finish just because you look. I know sharing is caring. I know liking and commenting and double tapping is clapping. But listen to me now. Yeah, we all have lives to live. We have children. We have food to eat. We need to go toilet. Okay, the realness of it. Sometimes we need to go toilet. Yeah. Sometimes we need to do a 1. Sometimes we need to do a 2. So we can't be sitting here watching you all the way through. No matter if you're 1 hour. You know, some of us got a 9-5 job to do. You know. Okay. Some of us got a fly or two to catch because it's buzzing around us. We just want to get that fly. Do you get where I'm coming from? Like, oh, Janine, you're still here. Cool. Do you know? Now, one thing I will say, and it's one of the biggest topics I think it is, but I'm going to go through the topics again. If you're in the room, type in live in the chat. If you are in this room or you're in the lobby and you're coming in, type the word live in the chat. Type live value in the chat. Okay, so I know who's in the room and who's not. So I'm not talking to you, you left the room. Like, why would I want to talk to you? You've left the room. You're not in the room no more. Do you get where I'm coming from? It's like I'm crazy. I'm chatting to Nino, apparently now he ain't even in the room, he's gone. You know what I mean? Real talk, yes. Yes, that's good manners, exactly. Thank you. So if you're in the room right now and you want to know how to address the trolls, I'm one to say when I'm leaving, cool, Janine, likewise. You know that already, the same for me, okay? So once again, if you could support and help, clap in, is like tapping is like clapping. I'm just testing to see if you're paying attention. Tapping is like clapping. Let's get to 10,000. Let's smash the 10,000 hearts, man. We should have long past that. What's going on? What's up with the team me? Heart me, like what's going on with the heart me? Like no one wants to join the team? Cool. That's all right. That's all right. I remember that. I remember. No, I'm joking. Anyway, I think the biggest topic about going live, okay, other than when you switch on your live, is trolls. Who agrees trolls is an issue? Who agrees trolls is an issue? Why someone wouldn't want to go live or continue going live? Like, I think I would like to talk about trolls, but I've got other things to talk about. So we haven't covered gifting, top gifters, how to recognize them. We haven't covered sharing your story. We haven't covered success stories. We haven't covered quality over quantity. We haven't covered set a goal and connect. We haven't covered being consistent. We haven't covered a regular schedule. We haven't covered bios. We haven't covered profile pictures. We haven't covered tagline. We haven't covered your handle. What would you like to cover? I know I'm going on fire and I'm breathing it out. Do you know what I mean? But what would you like to cover? I'll leave it for you to decide. What would you like to cover? What would you like to cover? You know? And tapping is clapping. So like my little cues, which I've just recently got of all these sound effects and stuff that I didn't know TikTok allows you to do. It's at the bottom of your screen, somewhere down here when you go live. You type in enhance and you type in and you put in filters. When you put, not filters, you type in enhance and you put effects, sound effects, and you download every single one of them because they're all effective. And I want to show you an example in a second, okay? I'll show you an example in a second. So yeah, okay, so while you're there all thinking about it, you're like, I don't know what to talk about, Jules. I don't know what we should cover. I'm gonna like, once again, ask you, what would you like me to cover next regarding live? Take care, my bro. Respect, my brother. Enjoy your holiday, man. He's over in, where are you again? Dominica? Is it Dominica? I can't remember where you are. Dominican Republic. So Nina Parisa Marketing is in Dominican Republic. He's on holiday with his family. Okay, so enjoy, man. I wouldn't even watch me if I'm on holiday. Forget that, mate. You know what I mean? Go enjoy your holiday. Enjoy it. Enjoy the sunshine. We do have sunshine here. It's been raining all week, but we now have sunshine. But I just felt to do this tutorial. So yeah, respect, my brother. Appreciate you. We'll catch up, man. Nice one. Thank you for letting me know you're bouncing. Cool, cool, cool. So what would you like to talk about? That's the question I want to know. So, you know, would you like to talk about addressing the trolls? Or would you like to talk about the unnecessary attention? I didn't even put that down. Oh. You want me to talk about green screen again? Janine, you're boring. Like, come on, man. Boring like watching paint dry on the wall. Like, seriously, green screen. Like, let me go, because I think we hold a different opinion there. All right, so I've got training, and I know what you're talking about. I've been doing some training, and there's been green screens that affect green screens. And people get carried away, Janine, with the green screen. You know me, it's my banter. So people get confused with the green screen. They use green screen to cover up stuff that shouldn't be in the background. And green screens glitch, okay? So if you're not listening to me, green screens glitch. And what do I mean by that? Some people have lost their accounts, lost their monetized account, and how much money they're making because the green screen glitched and there was naked people in the background. Does that answer your question? No, that's cool, Janine. So no, you pinned my comment, but I didn't finish the... Yeah, because I thought I finished it, but I appreciate you reaching out and saying that I didn't finish it. Okay. So have I covered your comment regarding the green screens, Janine? Okay, green screens do glitch. And plus, it doesn't look, it's not professional. If you've got your own physical green screen, by all means, use it. I have a green screen. I'm not sure if I want to use it. Nah, I probably won't use it. Don't really feel to use it. I'm just going to just dress up my wall and do a little few things here and there and then get a proper nice little setup going at some point. But most of the time, my head's in the camera anyway. Like I literally just like this talking to everyone in the For You page. Yep. Okay. So what else would you like me to cover? Are you happy? Are you happy, Janine? Live video coach? Are you happy with that? So would anyone like me to address the trolls? No? Okay, I'll follow up with you on FB on this, as typing isn't cutting it. Oh my gosh, that is funny. Absolutely hilarious. But yeah, it's like you just want to be you on camera. You just want to get your lighting right and all of that. But I personally think that one of the things that's really easy to pass is the food thing. The food and the drink is just don't do it. I mean, even though I'm saying that, Janine live video coach was, I'm sure I saw you drinking a hot drink and that didn't get any issues. So that means someone is reporting my live. One thing you want to make sure you're doing as well, you want to have a tub of Vaseline for your lips. They do get dry, depending on how hot the temperature of the room that you're in. They do get dry. But you don't want to show it on camera in case someone mistakes it for something else. It's ridiculous, but it is what it is. So you want to just make sure you got Vaseline, you got water, something to hydrate you. You know, you got a whiteboard if you need one. And I like my little handy whiteboard. I'll just hold it in my hand. But I might change that. I might start doing a whole lecture and stuff. No, I'm joking. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to get like a big whiteboard and that. So yeah, once again, and also as well, you know, so someone mentioned about, so I'm just going to go with what's been asked. So if you're still in the room, I'll address it and see if it helps. And let's have a look. So someone talked about gadgets. Let's see what the last question was. If you're still in the room, where was it? Was listening in the hallway. Okay, so I want to pin that up because that means that says something, right? Let's have a look and see. I always do, and so far no issues, but you never know who might report in the future. Yeah, I'm sad really, isn't it? Real sad. You know, it's just ridiculous. It's like, because someone might say in that mug has something it doesn't have, like that kind of thing, you know, because you look real tipsy. But no, it's a joke. I'm leaving now. Thank you for the lesson. Oh, you're welcome, SRN. Not sure when you sent that, but I appreciate it. Okay, so once again, one of the things I like to address, and I think it's probably one of the concerns, it's one of the concerns for everyone. So I'm going to do my best to focus on stuff that are concerns that everyone has. One of them is the fact of addressing the fact that you don't have anyone in the room. Now I've pinned, was listening in the hallway. Janine live video coach was listening in the hallway. See? It's okay to come in. Those of you in the hallway, say hello, support, hit the repost, double tap the like. It's like clapping, okay? And help me to get over 10,000 hearts, and then you can bounce. You don't have to be here that long, but I appreciate you coming in and thank you for the support. I know you've got things to do in your life. If you can help me achieve my goal of 4 golden gloves, feel free to do so. Appreciate you. Thank you. Knocking out the bad habits is what the gloves represent. Okay, so knock out your bad habits. That's what the gloves are there for. Lots of people watch from the hallway. Exactly, for the For You page. Exactly. And a lot of them figured out that if you don't come in, you don't get seen, because a lot of people don't want to get seen. But funny enough, the funniest thing about it is I'm so surprised on who's watching my stories. Oh my gosh, I have big influencers. I'm not going to mention names because I'm a private type of person, but I have big influencers that I see as big influencers making noise in TikTok, who's got hundreds, if not 200, hundreds and hundreds of people in the room with them, some of them thousands, and they're watching my stories. I'm like, wow, okay, interesting. You've literally come to my profile, watched my story. So now I post stories just to see who's watching, because the stories catch out the trolls. The stories catch out the people on the For You page. Yes, I know you're watching. The ones watching the stories are also watching everything else. Exactly, Janine. Thank you. Exactly. Oh my. Pin that up, pin it up, pin it up, pin it up, pin up, pin up, pin up. Look, Janine just wants to be pinned up. Like, look, there, pinned up. It's facts. Facts. You see them in your stories and you're like, what? I'm like, hold up a second. Didn't you just make 1,000 in a day using TikTok? You made over 1,000. I remember watching, I liked it, reposted it and shared it out and commented on it to congratulate you. You made over $1,100 on TikTok live. And you don't even go live for 13 hours. What? And you're here watching my stories? Okay, cool. I see you. Haven't hit follow. Just stalking me, following and watching my stuff. That's all good. Anyway, for those of you on the For You page, I love you all, man. You know what I mean? Appreciate you. Thank you for following. No, you haven't followed. You're outside. Maybe you have, but you don't want to come in my live. That's cool. You can still learn, you still can get a pen, and you still can take note. But the only thing is you can't ask questions when you're on the For You page. Yeah, those burning questions you want to ask, you're not able to answer. So one thing I would love for you to address is the one thing. Are you ready for it? Make sure that you don't focus on the number to the top right of your screen. Because the number on the top right of your screen, which says roughly how many people's in the room, also is right next to the exit button. Yeah, right next to the exit button. So I tell you why not to focus on it? One, because if you focus on it, the exit button's right there. And don't think they didn't put that there intentionally. Don't think TikTok didn't put that intentionally there. They put that there intentionally. So I tell you why? Because they know people are going to panic and they want to exit out. Lena, thank you for joining. They're going to know people are going to panic. Oh my God, I've only got 0 people. Exit. Oh my gosh, I've got 4 people. Exit. Oh my gosh, I've got 10 people. Exit. Oh my gosh, I've only got 20 people. Exit. Oh my gosh, I haven't got 100 people. Exit. Oh my gosh, I haven't got 1,000 people. Exit. That's right. They're going to go up here. They're going to see how many people is in the room. And then it's going to go off. Now, maybe that isn't quite why that's there. Maybe that's there to let you know before you exit the room, you've got 100 people watching you. But if that was the case, then the next screen that comes up will say, you have 100 people watching you. It doesn't say that. They want us to exit, of course, because we can make money. TikTok's focus is to make the most money and not for you to make the money. Why would they want you to make the money? They want you to make the money, correction, totally agree. But they also want you to have a safe exit out, because then you can go watch other people going live and gift them. Think about that, Janine. Think about that. Let me pin that up. Let me just pin. Hold on. What was the last one? True. So if you're going to leave a comment, if you leave a little bit more of a sentence, it gets pinned up because then it makes sense. So the reason why I believe the exit button is there and why they leave you with a number, okay, if you're not paying attention, listen. The reason why, and for you just jumped in and hit the follow button, thank you. You obviously was on the For You page, and I appreciate you, Oblim Philip. Thank you. The reason why that's there is because if everyone's doing live, how is anyone going to get rewarded? How are battles going to happen? How is anyone going to go onto someone else's account? If I'm live for 13 hours, I could have been on about 100 people's lives, gifted them all, and kept the ecosystem going. But if everyone's live, then no one gets to make any money. It's kind of like, makes sense, right? No? So yeah, one of those things anyway, you want to address that. The next thing you want to address, thank you for joining. Did you just come from the For You page? Oblimper Philip. Did you just come, was you watching on the outside and you just jumped in? Because you look like a new account as well, but thank you for joining. Please do hit the repost button. Double tapping is like clapping. It really is like clapping. Double tapping is like clapping. And can you help me get to 10,000 hearts? Actually, more than that. I would love to get past that, but that's the gold mark at the moment, it's 10,000 hearts. But once again, you want to focus on that there. But there is a delay on the hearts. There is a delay. Because one lady who's left now this live said I was already on 12,000 hearts. Another person told me I was on 4.9. And the next person told me I was on 5,000 hearts. So there's a delay. Okay? Just want you to know there's a delay. One thing you want to be not focusing on is the amount of people that's in the room. Scrap that. Don't even look at that because that's off-putting as it is. Because if you go live and it says 0, are you really going to continue? Probably not. You're going to be like, I'm chatting to myself. There's no point in this. But I can tell you this now. When I went live in 2013, Thursday the 22nd of August, when I found my purpose, when I stopped everything and gave my life to God, I decided I was going to go live, and I did daily motivation for over 2 years. And when I was doing those videos on Facebook, there was no audience. There was no one commenting. There was no one liking, and there certainly weren't no one sharing. But those same videos, some of them have got thousands of views on my TikTok. and on my YouTube and on my Facebook. Yep, as reels. Repurpose your content. Hence why when I started this training, for those of you who just come in and for those of you who just come in halfway, I covered music, background noise, lighting, camera, action, light, camera, action, and sound. I covered all of that because that's very important. Because when you want to be cost effective, for those of you that want to be want to be watching your money, you can use all the tutorial features, not the tutorials, all of the studio, as in TikTok on your phone studio, not the studio that you do on your laptop, and you can edit your videos, add captations and all of that, but you can't clean up the sound. You cannot clean up the sound, and you're very limited on the editing suite on your phone. So if you want to cut corners and you want to do things really quickly and you're on the move and you have a 9-to-5, which is this tutorial is designed for, it's designed for everyone, but I'm focused on the people with the 9-to-5, the busy hustle, the mothers, the fathers, and all of that. The ones that are busy people, the entrepreneurs that haven't got time to do it all in one go. And they want to do everything themselves, but they want to take into account, they want to do things very effectively. Dear Impress, thank you for joining. And from the repost, cool, that's cool. Thank you for joining. So you want to take into account that your time is currency. Hey D, your time is currency. Yeah, it's currency, and you'll never get it back. So use your time, invest it wisely. So therefore, this is what I'm saying to you. If you're going to do video content like I'm doing now, and it's 1 hour long, and you're talking to the camera, most of the stuff that you do, probably even, I'm not sure about green screens. I don't know if that gets recorded as well. But most of the stuff, like GIFs and stuff, does not get recorded. If someone joins you on your live, not something I haven't mentioned in the training. If someone joins you on your live and they come in and they're a picture, that's going to be boring content because you don't even know who's talking. It almost sometimes looks like it's a woman voice coming out of my mouth. This looks weird. So, gotta go, lunch break over. That's okay. Connect with me on the DMs, man. A Dookie praise list. Connect with me on the DMs, all right? Take care now. Enjoy. Oh, you've had your lunch. What am I telling you? Enjoy. Enjoy the rest of your day. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. What am I talking about? But yeah, definitely connect with me. All right, so once again, I want you to really take into account what I'm saying to you right now. Please pay attention, okay? I hope you're in the room and you're paying attention, you're taking note, and you're getting value. Well, at 9.k hearts, thank you so much. But you want to really just take into account that when you're doing live content, and some of you don't want to go more than an hour, you want to use this content. And maybe you might not look like a potato on the screen with my head centered. You might be dancing, whatever you're doing, you know, just being you, for whatever reason you're on TikTok for. You could be cooking, whatever the situation is. But you want to use the content, right? So you can use this content. You can use this content. You can chop it up and repurpose the content and post it on all other social media platforms. This is the reason why I say music is an issue. Because if you have music on there and you've got copyright issues and it might be fine on TikTok, you post it to Facebook, you post it to any other social media platform, you're going to get royalty claims on your ass. YouTube, same thing. Same thing. Double clapping is like tapping, or tapping is like clapping, for those of you who've been paying attention. So you want to make sure that you don't use music at certain times. If you are going to use music, instrumental is fine. Fine. If you're going to use music, remember the points. Just have an idea where you're going to play music. So maybe you might start off with no music. In the middle, you start playing music because you're battling someone and it might be boring. You want to have some music. I understand that. You want that entertainment. You want all of that. You know, you want some lights flashing, some music. You might be skanking in front of the camera like I've seen some people do in their lives. Nom, thank you for joining the live. Appreciate you. So yeah, you want to be addressing these things. You want to be paying attention. So you want to repurpose your content. Now, what you want to be doing when you're repurposing your content is what I've just said. So you want to make sure your content can be put through all other social media platforms. Now, as some people's addressed, is the fact that with TikTok, it's horizontal, right? It's selfie mode, and YouTube isn't. So you can only use this for YouTube Reels. No one wants to be watching a video where there's black lines on the left and the right. But funny enough, I didn't get to address this the other day, because surprisingly, there are some influencers, some creators that actually post TikTok videos onto the YouTube. They don't edit it in any kind of way. and it gets millions of views. That's right. That is right. Yeah, I'm saying it. I said it. They're posting their TikTok videos, lives directly on YouTube, and it's getting millions of views, thousands to millions of views. Yes. Yes, they are. So don't be overcomplicating things, is what I'm saying to you. If you're hearing what I'm saying, whenever you hear this sound, that's your cue to double tap, like clapping, okay? That's your cue, okay? That's your cue. And I encourage you to do the same when you do your live, if you want to, okay? It just adds some creativity, adds something different, you know? It gets people to engage with it, and it saves your mouth. Double tapping is like clapping, double tapping is like clapping, double tapping is like clapping. Saves the saliva, you know? It helps you so much, man. Use the AI when you can, okay? I don't know if any of you been in my lives where I used AI and AI was rude to me, but that was ChatGPT. I haven't done it since. I need to post that actual highlight of that because it's hilarious. It might even go viral, who knows? But I have to find it. It's just totally weird. But yeah, AI was rude to me. ChatGPT doesn't like me. Even though ChatGPT told me to call it chat. It's very disrespectful and very rude. Say the least. So yeah, what was like? So for those of you just joined the room, thank you for liking, thank you for coming, thank you for reposting. No, you haven't done any of that yet. My name is Andrew Jules. I'm an online entrepreneur and I do daily motivation. Well, I started doing it again. Okay, I have over 2 decades of experience in online marketing. Okay, I've helped people that have no experience to get the experience and go from 0 to 4 figures. That's correct, and scale up from there on. The point is, what I'm sharing with you is how important going live is. It's very important. If you're not going live, or you are going live and you're not really taking on board what I'm saying to you, and there's certain things that you could be doing that you're not doing. And the thing is, when you're on camera, it can be very boring. I know for you on the For You page, you can agree with me right now. It's boring on camera, and some people look very boring. And sometimes I'm scrolling through the For You page and I'm like, oh man, this is painful. And sometimes I feel tempted to come in and just tell them, you know, your mic isn't up. You know the music is too loud. Do you know your green screen is this glitching? Do you know that you're too close to the camera or too far away? And then I was like, you know what, just do a tutorial. Do a tutorial. That's the best thing you can do. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to test it out. I'm going to post a tutorial like this, but obviously I need to put captations in because I always think about those are the people that cannot hear, that are deaf. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Most people ain't aware of that. But I had one lady recently say, thank you so much, Jules. I'm deaf. I was like, what? Yeah, I'm deaf. She said, they're deaf. They typed it to me on MSN chat, Facebook chat. And I was like, oh, and they said they were so grateful because no one puts captations in their videos. But she knows. She was very grateful. And I was like, well, all my videos have captation. All of them do. I started selling away. All my videos do. What video do you want to watch? What do you need to learn about? It's all got captations. Every single one. And I was shocked. Welcome back, Blim P. Philip. Welcome back. And I was, Judith, thank you for reposting. So once again, double tapping is like clapping. That's right. Double tapping is like clapping. Thank you. And if you haven't already done so, knock out your bad habits. There's the golden glove up here, somewhere up here. Yeah, and everything I'm sharing with you is what you should be doing in your life. If you haven't already done so, and you really want to, and you want to be part of Growth Squad Heroes, hit me on the DMs. Make sure if you haven't already done so, heart me and join the team Growth Squad Heroes, GS Heroes. Thank you, Boss Lady, for joining the live. Make sure you are double tapping because that's like clapping. Make sure you're hitting that repost. Hit that repost button, share with 5 of your friends. Okay, 5 friends that will benefit from this. Also pass it on to your neighbor. Let them know. Let them know. Let the neighbors know. Okay, that was just me knocking on the wall. But yeah, so let them know. Most importantly, let them know. Also address your For You page bots, trolls, and followers that are on the outside that don't want to come in. You can come in. Say hello. Hit the repost. Double tap like clapping. And help me get up with some hearts. And then just let me know when you got to go. You don't have to be the whole time of the duration of the live. That's perfectly fine. But thank you for joining, Boss Lady. Appreciate you. Thank you for joining. So once again, if I was following you and you never responded to me on the DMs, the likelihood is I ain't following you no more, because I usually give you about a week's grace, because I'm following you because I want to connect with you. I'm not following you just because I want to follow you so I can have more followers. That's no point to me. And that's where it goes into quality over quantity. A lot of people are focused on large numbers but don't think about quality. Okay, and this here, maybe she's left the room because I don't remember seeing her say bye. But Janine Live, where's Janine? Janine Live video creator, or Janine Live video coach mentioned this to me. She said she cleans up her audience. She deletes people that are following her. Oh, thank you, Digital Soul Vibes. Your ears must be burning, because when you watch this video back, you would realize that I mentioned you quite a few times in this live today without realizing I did. Yep, that's right. Because I'm pretty sure, wasn't it you that told me about effects? You was playing effects in your video? In your TikTok? I hope it, if it wasn't you, oh well, it wasn't you, but I shouted you out so many times. I'm like, yeah, Digital Soul Vibes told me this. And maybe she didn't. I don't know. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't. But I hit the repost button, double tap, share the live out, share the live out. Okay. But once again, quality over quantity. Okay. You really want to be making sure quality over quantity. So important. You don't want to be focused on all the followers. You want to be focused on people that actually appreciate you, you know, that actually appreciate you. You want to focus on those people, okay? You want to make sure you're following them. And once again, for those of you that can't be here for long, you want help and support with your live tutorials, help and all of that, reach out to me on the DMs, connect with me. Once again, I'm just letting you know that. Also as well, if you don't know, I am looking for moderators, and that can help you. Well, you being a moderator, basically, let me put it this way. It will also attract people to you that come into the room. They'll get to follow you. They'll get to connect with you, because people that come in the room, see me, they connect with me, and they want to connect with you because they see you associated with me. And birds of the same feather flock together. And people see you with someone, they see you together, they automatically connect you and think you're both leaders. They think you're both doing really great. And it may be the case that you might be doing even better than me, but the point is they connect you with me. For example, if you see Oprah interviewing someone, you automatically think that person is special. If you see Will Smith being interviewed by someone, you must think that the interviewer is someone who's important. Correct? Am I correct or wrong? Do you get where I'm coming from? You see Jennifer Anderson interviewing someone, you automatically think, ooh, who's that? If you see Club Shay Shay and he's interviewing someone and they're on that leather chair, you must assume, you automatically just assume, which we do, all do it. Oh, who's that celebrity? You know? Thank you for liking, thank you for commenting, thank you for following, thank you for sharing. Thank you so much. Thank you. Now, I'm going to move on from audience and from quality over quantity. Quality over quantity, because a lot of people focus on the numbers but don't focus on the quality. Quality is so important. What I mean by that, people that's going to connect with you, people that's going to like your art, people that's going to like your music, people that's going to like your cooking. Don't just follow people to follow. Follow for follow is not good. And that's the reason why TikTok removed that. They don't like that. They don't like those follow parties. They don't like those engagement parties. They don't like the not organic way of getting a following. They like the organic way. And that's the reason why you can go live with less than a couple hundred people, depending on how you are using the platform. You don't have to have 1,000 followers to go live. A lot of people are like, oh, I've got to get 1,000 followers. You don't have to. Obviously, you do have to get a certain amount of followers for certain things that's in TikTok, like getting sponsorship and management. You have to have like 100,000 followers, you know, to be able to get acknowledged and get even more support. You need to have you must be on 500,000 diamonds, you know, in order for you to actually get acknowledged. Maybe I'm going off a bit too much deep now on the diamonds. We won't go into that. Diamonds is TikTok currency. You can convert diamonds into money. Hope to learn a lot from you. Oh, thank you, Philip. Reach me on the DMs, man. Reach me on the DMs. Appreciate you. Where in the world are you? In the UK? Where are you? Africa? America? Canada? Not Australia, because it should be early hours of the morning there. Official Arts by BYS. Thank you for joining. So yeah, it would be nice. Let me know where all of you are. Ghana. Okay, cool. Ghana. Cool. I've got two friends of mine. One's got four acres. The other one's got 7 acres of land in Ghana. A lot of people from the UK moving over. So, is there anything you want me to go over before I end this live? I'll be ending it live soon because I've got quite a bit to do, calls to make and all of that. And yeah, make sure you've reposted this live. Take care. And also as well, I want the live to be not too long so I can edit it and it's not going to be an issue. So I'll probably go live for another 20 minutes. If there's no more questions, the live 20 minutes. So there's a lot to cover. No success stories. Sharing your story is so important. And like that's another thing that I would say is very important. And it goes hand in hand with trolls. In the sense that sharing your story is just important about embracing trolls. But sharing your story connects you to your audience. It connects you to your audience. Malingo Warrior. It connects you to your audience. That's right. When you share your story, it connects people. There was one person I was watching on the live today and they were talking about high blood pressure and how they're really there for their family. And when I heard high blood pressure, it connected me and started sharing facts about high blood pressure that's related to stress and connected to stress. And I was like, wow, okay. And I stayed all the way to the duration of the live ended. I think it was like 45 minutes I was on it. The reason being is I connected with them by them saying they had high blood pressure. They don't know I had high blood pressure, but they shared it. They don't know that. So share your story. Let people know your story, let people know. And practice going live. Doesn't matter how many people's in the room. Don't focus on the number because that number's incorrect because there's people on the outside, hundreds of thousands. I don't like to say that because some people get nervous when you hear that. But just focus on the fact that that number is not accurate, okay? Don't focus on the number. It's not accurate. It's not accurate, okay? It isn't accurate. I don't know how many times I have to say that. But yeah, once again, thank you. And thank you for everyone liking, reposting, sharing, and following, and hit me on the DMs. If you want to be one of my moderators and you want to know more about it, once again, simply hit me on the DMs or click on my bio, click on my link tree, and you can get all of the information to connect with me off TikTok. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's any more questions. So if there is no more questions, let's have a look and see. Any more questions? Reposters. Hi, get it right. Yeah, they want us to exit. True. The ones watching the stories are also watching everything else. LOL. Yeah, always do so far. No issues, but you never know who might report in the future. Yeah, can you imagine? Like button and all of that. Everything's just in the position for a reason. Flowerpot, thank you for joining the live. And for those of you that don't know, I'm over in the UK. It's 3:45. I will be live for about 15 more minutes. And also, let people know when you're going live, having a regular schedule. Make sure you stay consistent with it. And also let people know when you're ending your live, especially if it's not a regular scheduled live. So once again, let the people know so they have an idea and understanding of what's going on. Because sometimes people might think to themselves, oh, I can come back again. You'll be live. No. In 15 minutes, 14 minutes, this live will end. If there's no more questions, no more responses, the live will end. I'll continue to share more stuff. For those of you on the For You page that are not able to say what you want me to talk about, I will talk about how important it is to share. And why I'm saying that is for those of you that haven't got results in your digital marketing, affiliate marketing, network marketing, or your business or your company. Share other people's success. Don't share yours, share others. Why? Because the focus is off you and onto the people that's actually getting the results. That's why. Could go into more detail about it, but if you want me to continue, drop it in the comments. The next thing I wanted to talk about is setting a goal. Let your viewers know what your goal is. If you want to have 20,000 hearts, 50,000 hearts, 100,000 hearts, let them know what you're looking to achieve. If you want to achieve a certain amount of golden gloves, for example, let them know. If you want to get a certain amount of people joining, teaming you, heart me, let them know. Just let them know. For example, please can you support and join the Growth Squad Heroes? We're over 1,000 members on Facebook and growing. And a Facebook group, which is a public group. You can also heart me up here and join the GS Heroes, Growth Squad Heroes, for example, right here. And it can only cost you 1 coin. If you can, and you want to knock out your bad habits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bad habits, for example, hit the golden glove, which is over here, the boxing glove. And that's it. Like, that's pretty much it. Well, it's not pretty much it. There's a lot more to cover. But one of the things, another real key ingredient is having a schedule and being consistent with it. Because when you be consistent, it builds that know, like, and trust. The know, like, and trust. And that's very important. Okay. And the next thing I probably might end on with is trolls, Jamaica, Antigua. Trolls are an issue that no one wants. But if the troll is not bothering your community and you can get on with what they're saying, leave them in the chat, engage with them, encourage them, not encourage them to troll you, but encourage them to be nice and respectful to the community. If they're affecting the community, let them know that you will mute them. I tend to mute my trolls for about a minute for them to think about what they're doing. If they continue to compete doing the same thing, I mute them again. And if they're very offensive to the people in the community and they start to be rude, or my audience, my followers in the community decide to go at them, I always say, actually not usually, I say, look, let me handle the trolls. I don't want you to be taking my trolls. They're my trolls. Okay, leave my trolls alone. I don't want them to go over to troll you and help you with the algorithm and boost you up on the For You page. Because that's what they do. When they're the most supportive people you can have is trolls. Trolls will comment, 100%. They will comment and they will go at you about the way you look over and over and over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. They will do. Over and over and over and over again. And it's up to you to decide, is it really that bad? Is it really that bad, Flex UK? Can I get on with it? Can I get on with these trolls? Can I just leave them in here and maybe they might turn out to not be trolls and they won't be trolly no more, you know? And if sometimes I have converted trolls to not be trolls no more, I have done it. And they've come back and they've apologized and they've, you know, and they've become supporters. That's right. Back from my busy day here in Dubai. Nice. You know, hit the repost button. Appreciate you. Like, comment, and repost and share out. Let's connect on the DMs, Flex UK and everyone else in the room. You can reach me on the DMs and connect with me on all social media platforms. So, much more. I've always been a motivational speaker. You just didn't know it. But yeah, so once again, let you all know once again that you can connect with me by clicking on my bio. My link tree's there. You won't find anything to buy because I've explained that earlier today. People just do some silly stuff to get to know, to find out about you. So I'm very precious about what I do and I only connect with a few because quality over quantity. Okay? Yeah? And this is a tutorial. It's not even about motivation right now. It's a tutorial. Flex UK got jokes. But yeah, motivation, I've been doing it since, actually, yeah, that's true. When I met you, I wasn't. So Thursday the 22nd of August 2013 is when I found my purpose. Yes. But I've always been personal development motivation since 2 decades. So that's way before I met you. Oh yeah, there's a lot more you didn't know about me. So once again, thank you for joining. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for reposting. Thank you for sharing. If there's no more questions you want to ask regarding going live and how to be present on camera and all of the features and benefits of being a TikTok live creator, I will bounce in 4 minutes. No one wanted to know how to spot top gifters, but I think you didn't hear me when I said that. Okay. Yeah, same. So no one wanted to know about top gifters. And I can guarantee people probably didn't realize that what I meant by how to spot a top gifter, because I'm pretty sure none of you do know how to spot a top gifter. What is a top gifter? A top gifter is around about a 7 and 8 figure earner. That's right. And the money that they're spending, they're just enjoying it and they just want to support live creators. They just want to help support small business, because to them, that's small business, a live creator. So they don't mind dropping some big gifts. They're not someone who's in a 9-to-5 or homeless. They're someone who's got money, because some of the gifts, if you look at them, they are quite large gifts. They are high value. Some of them we're talking hundreds, over £100 or more for just one gift. Now imagine if they send 10 of them, 20 of them, 50 of them, 100 of them. Ain't no small thing, but gonna start learning. I'm new to TikTok, so I don't really know how to use this thing. Well, I can share with you how to, and I can teach you, Flex, if you want to know. Okay, we can get on the DMs. It's easy. It doesn't matter if you're in Dubai. We can reach you. I can share with you what I do, and you can get to know. Let me know if you want to know, and we can connect. We can do it. God connected us for a reason, as far as I'm concerned. Or if you want to say the universe, I would say God. you want to say. Imagine, I went live, you found me on the For You page. Makes sense to connect. And we know each other. How random is that? And we ain't even got each other in it. And I don't even have my TikTok connected to my to my phone book, if you even have the same number. And I don't even have the same number. So what's the odds of us connecting? Exactly. What's the odds of us connecting? Let me know if you want to jump on the call after this live. Let me know. It's so weird. Yeah, but you might have the same number, but I don't. I don't even have the same phone. I just dropped my pen. I don't even have the same phone. My number's changed like 3 times. And I've got 3 other phone numbers as well. Yeah, I get that. I hear that. And I'm still... yeah, I get it. You still... Yeah, I understand that. I mean, my socials are still the same. Instagram, Facebook, all of that's still the same. YouTube's still the same. Exactly. Still all the same. But once again, there are people watching on the For You page and they're waiting for me to finish off this live so they can say, hey, he's off the live, man. Now we can go live. Before my business, I had about 20 numbers. That's funny. That is funny. Did you want, so does anyone want answer any questions regarding going live? Oh, so nice to see you again. It is nice to see you too, man. It's nice, man. It takes me back. So there's so much questions. No, so much things I wanted to cover, but we'll have to do it another day. I'll probably take note of this, break it down, put it all into effect, and actually pull it into something much more effective. My TikTok algorithm AI bot is muting stuff that doesn't need to be muted. How are you going to mute a cool face? A smiley with shades on? Like, come on. There we go. I've unmuted it. Don't get it. See, the TikTok algorithm doesn't do a good job. They recognize a cool face as a problem. Don't know why. But once again, thank you for liking, thank you for caring. It's just ridiculous. The amount of things, man. Flex UK, like I got banned on my other account, which has over 13,000 followers, like my major business account. That got me locked off, saying that basically I was saying stuff. I was talking about exposing people that are scamming people. And someone decided to report me, or the algorithm said I was saying inappropriate stuff and I was supporting scams. So they locked off my live, weren't able to go live. I had a flag restriction, never had one before, but I know who did it. I know there's haters out there. Yeah, exactly. Anytime there's haters out there. So I came onto this live, onto this profile, which is a new account. It's not a new account. I just haven't been on it in a while. And I was just posting videos, and I found out I could go live with under 500 people. With under 1,000 people, I had 580 people, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go live. So when I went live, I couldn't believe it. It was on my Earth Day, which was the 20th of March, aka birthday, 20th of March, and ever since then, I've been going live ever since, and I've had such a really good response back. I got TikTok Live Network Agency managing me, so I have management. In my 9th day of going live, I've done over 120 hours of live content on TikTok. And yeah, the rest is history. So now I'm just giving people tutorials. I'm sharing with people who want to be my moderators. They can go from anything from 3 figures to 4 figures. And I could teach them how to do that and scale up from there. And they could be my moderators and help out, because sometimes it gets a bit crazy in here and there's a lot of people coming into the room. We're talking thousands of people going through the doors into my live and out. So I think the most people I've had in one live was 1,500 people. Not all at the same time, but it's passed through the doors. Crazy amount of numbers, man. Crazy. And the amount of comments is hard to get through. So moderators are needed, and they are valued, and they are appreciated. Okay? And you are not working for free, even though some bot troll came in and started going on some next thing. Oh, we definitely need to talk. Definitely need to talk, man. Seriously. I love that. Love that. Luxury living is definitely all up my street, man. I don't want to be living I'm in the UK right now, and I just don't want to live in no more. I'm looking to exit out, so I'm getting my game on, helping people, supporting people, and helping people to know how they can go high ticket. So I'm in the business of high ticket. Yeah, I've been considering it. I have been considering it, believe it or not. It's kind of strange, right? But I have been thinking about it. I had enough of down here. Seriously, had enough of this lifestyle over here in the UK. People was moaning and complaining about stuff. The weather's not nice. Yeah, cool. Well, yeah, of course you can. And I can also share with you how you can learn about online media. It's amazing, and people are very positive here. I love that. And that sounds like something that I love. I love that. I really do love that. Yeah, God connected us for a reason, for sure, man. Definitely. Been doing a lot of praying, and God's been answering my prayers. Seriously has, man. When I pray before I go live, it's just a different story altogether. So amazing. But yeah, once again, thank you for all the likes, comments, shares, reposts, and everything. The Middle East is nothing like what these people say. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. This is a lie. They don't want you to know. They don't want you to know. So this live will be ending in 2 minutes. Well, actually, no, 5 minutes. 5 minutes this live will be ending, just to be exact. I forgot. I mistake. Yeah, thanks for the rose, man. If you can help me, the gloves, the golden gloves, for those of you in the room, knocking out your bad habits, knock out your bad habits. That's what the golden gloves are for. But once again, if you haven't already, team me, heart me, it's over there to join the team. Growth Squad Heroes have over 1,000 members and counting over on Facebook. So yeah, thank you for liking, reposting, and gifting, all of that. Appreciate you, Flex. Definitely need to get on a call with you. And it's been a phenomenal journey. Okay? It's been amazing. And thank you for the golden glove. Only 3 more golden gloves to grab while you got a chance. But yeah, it's all good. And I forgot to mention the people that come into the room, the gifters, the top gifters. The gifters are the ones that tend to be the ones that, what's I'm going to say for you? Everyone wants to be noticed in a different type of way. Let me put it that way. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Elizabeth. Everyone wants to be noticed differently. So the gifters, because I didn't start exactly on the time I started, I'm going to be on for another, I'm just going to have a look. So I wanted to be live for 2 hours. So I've got 4 more minutes. So the gifters, so let me put it this way. The live creators come on live. Hold on, my screen's gone funny. The live creators join. The people go live to be noticed, yeah? They go live to be noticed. So these are the different type of people. Talking about the different type of people again. We're going over to the people. Then you've got the people that go live, that do the video content. They want to be noticed for their video content. They want to be on present. That's how they can be noticed. Okay? So you got the commenters, you got the gifters, you got the live creators, you got the commenters, you got the gifters. Oh, you've missed so much, D. So much. I'm going to be like, I mean, this video will be available. It will be available. I will be uploading this video on YouTube, but I might not put captations on it. I don't know. If I upload it now, there's no way you can have captations because it's over 2 hours long. But you can get all the training and stuff. So yeah, you have different type of people. Thank you for helping with the golden gloves. There's 2 more golden gloves to grab. What's glab? And yeah, if you haven't already done, heart me at the top over here. Repost, double tap the like out. When you hear the clap, it means double tapping is like clapping, okay? Thank you for the team me, the heart me. It's like clapping. Yes, that's correct. It's like clapping. So when you hear the clap, that's double tapping. So next, what I would like to say to you, those of you in the room and listening, is that you want to pay attention to the top gifters. And how can you tell who's a top gifter? If you look on the blue square to the left of the name and it has a number, that's how you know. Young Fabs. That's how you know someone who gifts. And depending on the number, it tells you exactly how high they are in the rankings. But you can do your tutorial. You can do TikTok tutorials. You can check it out and check it for yourself, and you'll realize after the blue square with the triangle, the diamond, you'll have a heart. That means that person is in your team. Okay, so we have a GS Hero, Flex UK's join the team, and now the number 11th member. But if these people, if you don't join people's lives every single day, guess what happens? Your team drops down in numbers because they need Golden Globes 35. Thank you for joining my live. When that number drops down, it's because you haven't had the same people joining your live. So if you're going to support someone, you need to be on their live every day to be a member of their team. And every time you're a member of their team, you then get points and rewards. So not only the gifters who gift get rewarded as well, those of you that like, comment, repost, and share out live content and video content and pictures, you also can earn money. So not only the gifters spend their money, the people that don't spend any money can also earn money. And a lot of people don't know that. Yeah, there's a lot more to it. It's very, look, there's so much I've written down, and this isn't even everything. There's so much more. And this is just mine. This is just my idea. This is just what I know works. There's so much more that I haven't added in this and all this. And obviously you can't read it because it's back to front. But the point is what I'm saying to you is that there's so much because I've got covered lights, camera, sound, and action. Lights, camera, action. Okay. Before when you go live. I've covered background noise. I've covered effects. Lighting and sound. Covered that. How important lighting is. We've covered audience. We've covered how to recognize top gifters. We've just done that just now. We've talked about sharing your story. We've talked about success stories. We've talked about quality over quantity. We've talked about setting a goal. We've talked about connecting with your audience. We've talked about being consistent. We've talked about regular schedule. We've talked about likes, trolls, and people. We've also talked about your bio, your profile picture. We've pretty much covered everything in here, but there's so much more depth that we can go in this tutorial. You know, if you haven't already done so, hit the follow, turn on all notifications, hit me on the DMs if you want to work with me. You know, I'm very particular on who I work with, hence quality over quantity. There's a lot more to it. There's so much more to it, but I cannot teach you everything in one sitting because it just goes over your head, over your head. Okay. But if you want me to cover a certain subject, let me know. When you see me next time live, you're more than welcome to ask. If you're watching me on the For You page, if you haven't already done so, hit the like, comment, repost, and share out. If there's no more questions, I will be jumping off this live because I've gone over the time that I had my goal of 2 hours. I did say that's how long I want to be live for. And yeah, any questions before I come off the live? There's more than one question. I'm happy to answer it. So yeah, thank you for joining. Fabulous Franny. That name just sounds a bit wrong. It sounds almost like a troll. Natalie, Grace, thank you for joining the live. So yeah, it's been. D, if you're still in there, if you have a question, please do ask a question. Some people write some funny names. You've got to be careful what you're reading, you know. And Kimmy, obviously, they knew they called themselves that. That's why they got it that way. So once people called out their names, you're like, oh man, I've just called out the. Anyway, point is. Welcome to the live. Thank you for joining. Thank you for reposting. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for commenting. And yeah, there's a lot. I'm saying there's not even no need for it's very robust. And one of the main things that I think that people don't remember is the fact you shouldn't be eating and drinking on camera. Even though you see so many people doing it, sometimes that does get flagged up mushy. It does get flagged up. Yeah, whew, that was tired. That was exhausting, I'll tell you. And that was a mouthful of a name as well. Honestly, some people it's just got a sense of humor, right? Queen, welcome to the live. Thank you for joining. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for reposting. This is all about going live. If you're ever thinking of going live and you want to know about going live, this is the place. If you have any questions before I end this live, please do feel free to ask your questions. If there's no more questions, I will be shortly ending this live. I know I said that a few times, but I know there might be some questions. And I know some of you just joined. You've just literally come in. So feel free to ask your questions. Just see what this guy's saying. It took you that long to get to Spain. Okay, so I thought from the UK to Spain was like an hour flight. I'm sure going from the UK to Spain is like an hour flight. When are you next doing a class? Hey, Kimmy, have you turned on notifications and all of that? And make sure you're turning on. So for Kimmy and for everyone in the room, I go live Monday to Friday from 5 a.m., okay? So from 5 a.m., Monday to Friday, these tutorials happen 5 a.m. But sometimes if you've got the notifications turned on and you're following me and you're part of the GS Heroes team, Heart Me, you will get the notification. Okay. If you come up as a guest, you also get the whole recording as well. That's right. But most of the time I'm very much focused on, sometimes not bringing anyone up especially if you're not going to turn camera on. That's another reason, another thing that I mentioned regarding lives. I didn't really cover that. If you're going to go live with someone, make sure they got a video on, because it looks really weird. I've got people I've gone live with, especially women, and they're talking and my mouth is moving. Maybe I'm eating something and it looks like it's me talking with a female voice. This looks weird because there's no picture. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, when I finish this live, go over to my TikTok and go and look at the videos I've posted recently, and you'll be like, oh, I see what you're talking about. It's just a blank screen, and it's just me there, just turning my head around, my mouth's moving a bit. Maybe it's me making the voice sounds like a female, a woman. It's not good content. It's not great. If you're gonna go live with someone, make sure they turn video on. So that's the new thing now. If you come in live on my stage, you need to turn your video on. If you cannot turn video on, don't bother come on my stage. Don't bother even invite yourself up as a guest. It's not happening because this is boring content. It's not good content. I can't post it. It's just waste of time. It doesn't look nice either. Do you see where I'm going with this? What I'm here to do is help you to go live with confidence, Go live with confidence, real confidence. Break free from the troubles, break free from the being scared, the scarcity, and feel confident to go on camera. Feel comfortable and address all of your insecurities before you go on camera. That's what I help you with. Okay, if you don't know, if you want help, you want support, and you want much more help, if you want to learn how to sell without selling, if you want to learn about marketing and branding, if you want to learn about all these things, then please do take into account that you can get help from me. You can reach out to me on the DMs. We can talk. I am looking for moderators, and you can earn up to 4 figures being my moderator. I'm not talking about TikTok gifts. Far from it. I'm talking about sharing motivation and supporting me with what I'm doing regarding what I'm doing right now. Occasionally, we get some bots in the room. Occasionally, we get some trolls in the room, and I need some help. Okay, I do need some help. And also, as well, when you're a moderator, you can also talk, have a conversation, connect with my audience. My community becomes your community. So if you already have a business, you're in digital marketing, they can then join you in your digital marketing business, affiliate marketing business, network marketing business. Maybe you might be their coach, personal trainer, financial advisor. But the point is, we then work as a team. Collaboration is key, right? Maybe you sell property, you can network. So if you want to be one of my moderators, reach out, because I do need moderators. And I'm only looking for 5 moderators. 5 at the moment, because I've got to train you up, teach you everything you need to know, and help you to be an amazing host. Because guess what? When you're my moderator, you don't just sit in the chat unless you want to. You come up and chat. I hope you paid attention to that one. You don't sit in as a moderator and chat. You come up and talk. You become a host with the most. Okay. Okay, well, you're going to need to hit me up on the DMs. Hit me up on the DMs. So if there's no more questions, I'm looking to end the live. I just need to drink some water. I've been talking for like 2 hours and not drank any water. Oh, some good water. So yeah, once again, thank you for liking, thank you for commenting, thank you for reposting, thank you for sharing the live out. I cannot believe the amount of love I've had regarding this. And this is going to be a regular thing. But I do mine different. I haven't seen anyone cover half of the stuff I talk about, because I go deep in. I not only talk about all of the features on your live screen, and as you get to 10,000 followers, it's completely different. And I know some of you are in the room and some of you on the For You page and be like, live success support, hate to break it to you, but you only got like 900 people following you. What are you talking about 10,000 followers? Well, guess what? My actual business account has 13,000 followers. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? That's what I'm referring to. So when you have that many followers, everything looks different. Very different. And you have more features and more things you can do. Thank you for being hearting me. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, Jonah Digi Guide. Thank you for that as well. So I teach you how to sell without selling. I teach you how to have no plaque over your head. I teach you to go from zero to hero with no income story. I teach all of that. Okay? I do indeed. So for those of you fed up of seeing those people with the banners over their head looking like they're homeless, and Oops, didn't mean to say that. But for those of you fed up and seeing those type of people, you can learn how to do it. Yeah, you can learn how to do it without it. You can learn that sharing someone else's success can get you results. A lot of people don't even know that. That sharing someone else's success can get you results. Oh, a little bit of a feedback there. But yes, indeed. And it's like it was meant to repeat on a delay. But the point is, what I'm saying to you is that a lot of people don't understand that people do business with people. Okay? They don't do business with a brand or a banner or a company name. They do business with you. That's right. They do business with you. So if you've got a question regarding going live, if you want to know how to sell without selling, you want to ask me any question regarding marketing, branding, how to get your business up and running, how to go from hero to zero, obviously not from zero to hero, ask a question. I'm happy to answer some more questions before I end this live. It's up to you. If you've got a question, you'd like to ask a question, thank you for all the heart, the gifts, joining the team and all that. And thank you, Fluffy, for being the 12th member on the team. If you have a question, now's your time to ask the question. That's right. Now is your time. Wow! I know. So how do we get started? Andrew T. Asked, but you missed it. What did you ask, Flex? Didn't even see it. You can chat for England. Sounds good. DM me, connect with me on FB and IG. I rarely even tell you guys this stuff anymore. I'm starting to look where you ask me these questions. Please do repeat your questions. Another thing, when you're doing a live, you need to tell people, your audience, your community, your followers, Digital Mum, to repeat what they said, because sometimes there's so many comments coming through, you miss it. So just type it again. Copy paste what you typed and type it in again. Simple as, because sometimes you just don't get to see it. I would love the opportunity to help out and I learn. I need to do something positive for myself. Okay, cool. Okay, I can chat for England. Okay. Follow the live creator. Thank you, Jonah DigiGuide. So how do we get started? Okay. I asked you, but you missed it. Still don't see it. Good afternoon, Peppertina. Thank you for joining. So how do I get started with getting your help? Oh, yeah. Well, I reached out to you on that, Andrew, on the DMs, because you asked me. I said, click on my bio on my profile. Click on the link which says Linktree, and all of my connects information is there. Even the private community, which isn't really private because it's available, but you have to join with an invite. It's there. Everything's there. So once again, thank you. Bring in the sunshine. Why is all of the people that actually follow me and support me and really show some love are showing up in my live right now? Why are you showing up right now when I'm about to end? Do you have a question? Bring in the sunshine. Thank you for joining. Sweet Tea, thank you for joining. Oh my gosh. And live Flex UK, what was your question? I don't see it. Maybe the algorithm blocked you. That must be what it is. My damn bot algorithm, my TikTok moderator, which is so annoying. I need to switch it off once I have some moderators. Keeps on blocking silliness, man. I just saw it. My apologies, sir. Love you to pieces. Okay, cool. Reach out to me where you know where to. But yeah, this been like, what was the questions? How to get started? You can get started today if you want to get started. Yeah, and I need to get on a call with all of you. Not all of you at the same time. The call's about 15 minutes. I need to interview to see if you're the right person for the job. Simple. You know what I mean? It's a job at the end of the day, but it's a fun job. And it's a very rewarding job, and it could be a life-changing job for those of you that want to be a part of it. Tell me more about it. Is there a cost involved for your help? Well, yeah, of course you could work with me for free. My time is invaluable, like yours is. There's always a cost, man. You know what I mean? But that conversation happens on a call. Okay, that doesn't happen on this right now because it's not benefiting anyone. We'll let you know my availability. Okay, cool. Getting messages coming through regarding this on the DMs. On all different social media platforms, absolutely hilarious. If you want to be available, let me put it this way. I'm only looking for 5 people, okay? 5 people to work with. Because why? I need to work with you. I need to teach you everything I know to a certain degree. I need to make sure you're ready, you understand how everything works, and it's the right thing for you. So I'm not looking for a whole bunch of people, quality over quantity. I need the right support and the right team, because who I surround myself with is who I become. Likewise, the same for you. Quality over quantity. Okay? So just remember, if you're serious, because I hear people always, oh yeah, I want to work with you, Jules. Oh yeah, I want your help, license set support. And you don't take action. You know who you are. You know who you are on the For You pages, watching and not listening, not coming in to listen with everyone else. You know who you are. Those of you that are refusing to come and support, repost and share out the live, tapping is like clapping. You know who you are. Those of you that are hating because I've showed up and I'm exposing the industry for what it is. And at the same time when I came in to expose the industry for what it is, all of a sudden now there's people getting flagged up for offering free mentorship and they don't give no mentorship. If you're working with me and you happen to join an opportunity that I'm in, you get mentorship. You don't have to pay additional money for it, where others are offering that. Your mentorship is free with me for life. My coaching, my services, and what I do, and any opportunity I'm part of, any investment I'm part of, anything I'm a part is within what I do. You then get the opportunity to be a part of it. My private network, the millionaire mentoring community, all of these things you get to be a part of and be in those communities. But if you're not in my circle, you don't. And if you're not serious, you're going to miss the boat. So for some of you that are just waiting for, don't know what you're waiting for because life is so short and time is currency. So that's why I'm just taking this very seriously now when I'm talking. I only want serious people. I don't want no time wasters. I don't want people saying they want information and they don't take action. Don't want it. Not interested. If you notice, I'm not one of those people that say, join my link, just click up here and buy this, buy that, get my course. I'm not doing any of that. None of that. I'm very serious about what I'm talking about because I want the right people, quality people, quality. I don't just want people joining. Oh, thank you for joining. Oh, thank you for joining my course. Oh, I don't know who you are, but thank you. Cha-ching, money in my pocket. No, I'm not about that. So not about that. Not about it. And I've decided that I have to interview. I have to check to see who's around. Peppertina, thank you for supporting the live. Appreciate you. Thank you for liking. Peppertina, do you have any questions regarding going live? You done a great job the other day. Yesterday, actually, it was yesterday. And I didn't go live at 1 a.m. either. God woke me up at 4:20. That's the time I went live. So yeah, so I'm just doing a little tutorial, doing a tutorial on going live. So how have we got here? So we got, how do I get started? I've covered that. Hold on, what's the next one? Just saw it, my apologies, read that. Andrew T, tell me more about it. Is there a cost? Okay, saw that. And please do let me know where in the world you are, because if you're in Australia, it's a no for me. I don't want to work with no one in Australia. I had someone reach out to me recently and they're asking me for information and they told me they was in Australia and I just felt tired. As soon as I heard they said I was tired because I'm in the UK. And a lot of people don't think about these things when they're working with clients. Don't think about time. They just don't think about it. But I'm in the UK and quite frankly, I don't want to be working with anyone in Australia because of time difference. I have worked with people in Australia before and I was tired. Best time to go sleep? What are you referring to? It's all about testing, Peppertina. It's all about testing. What I would advise you to do is don't go live when everyone else is going live. Kind of makes sense, right? Go live when not everyone else is going live. So if everyone's going live at 9 o'clock and you're going live, the likelihood of your support going live. See, this is the thing. Yeah. I was waiting for a troll. I was so waiting, man. Thank you for joining. I was waiting because I was like, why ain't there no trolls? There's got to be a troll, man, supporting me. So anyway, time is currency, so I appreciate you spending your time with me. So regarding going live, Peppertina, I would, hold on, let me pin you up. So I'm just going to pin you up. Where's it gone? Oh no, what's going on? Okay, so yeah, regarding going live, it doesn't make sense going live when everyone else is going live. And that TikTok tells you when's the best time to go live is 9 in the UK, but everyone goes live at 9. So when you're going live at 9, I'm going live at 9. Bossit is going live at 9. And everyone else is going live at 9. It doesn't make sense because then I can't support your live if I'm live. Janine can't support your live. It doesn't make. Do you get where I'm coming from, Peppertina? So you need to find a time that's that kind of like maybe you finish you go live when someone finishes going live, or you go live before they go live. Does that make sense, Peppertina? That's the best way. That's the best advice I can give you in regards to going live. And for everyone watching this live right now, it's the best time. It really is, man. And if you haven't already done so, knock out your bad habits. There's a golden glove right there. Knock out your bad habits. That's what that golden glove is there for. And yeah, so in regards to going live, definitely. No, I'm trying to figure out when my niche audience most likely to be online. Yeah, but even then, Perpetina, it's the same thing. Because you still need to go live when your audience, when your followers, the people that support your community ain't going live. Same. And your niche will always be online. Always be online. Who's your niche? There's always going to be, your niche is always going to be online. There's millions of people. So to say, so your focus really should be on, personally, this is just, you don't have to take it, but this is my opinion. I feel that you should go live when it's suitable for you, and also when not everyone that you know is going live, so they can support you. Because if everyone your followers is all live at the same time, it's not really going to work, right? Not going to work. You need to have people that's going to be going live at the same time. No, you need to be going live at the time most suitable for you. But if you want to know what's the best times, if you have business TikTok, you go into the algorithm, you go into the settings, no, not the settings, the what you call it? You go into your, I've forgotten what's it called now. I haven't forgotten it. It's just skipped my mind. You go into your data and you check it there. My audience is single mums. Okay, well, that's quite easy then. If you've got audiences of single mums, depending on the age of the mums, the age of the children, that's when you go live. Because if they're at school or if they're at nursery, so the likelihood for you, your audience would be a lunchtime, morning time kind of thing. Nighttime would be the kids are back home from school. And also it depends on the country as well that you're focusing on. Are you focusing on the UK? Where are you focusing? But yeah, once again, I did say I was going to end this live. If there's any more questions, I'm going to end the live. Because I did say I was going to end the live. How many hours ago? Not hours. I said I was going to end the live about 22 minutes ago. But then more questions came up. More people came in the room. So yeah. So Peppertina, any more? My audience is single mum. So yeah, definitely think about it in the sense of, I tried lunchtime, but not many. But this is the thing, Peppertina, you have to be consistent. You can't just go live lunchtime once. When I went live 5 a.m. in the morning, there was no one around. But now everyone knows the news that they can get hold of me at 5 a.m. in the morning. They're there. You have to be consistent. That's another thing on here. Be consistent, regular schedule. Pull it in your bio. Like, is it in your bio? Let me have a look and see what's in your bio. Yeah, you have no time slot in your bio, Peppertina. So how's anyone going to know when you're going live? And also as well, before you go live, you need to post a video telling people you're going live. I don't always do it, but I usually do it 5 a.m. in the morning. I usually post a video about 4:45 or 5 minutes to, or 2 minutes to, saying I'm going live. But then those videos start to bug me. So I don't really post the video saying I'm going live. I just post the video. So when you post the video, people see the video, it then tells people you're live. But you can tell people you're live and do a live video. Say, I'm going live right now, and do something random in it. If it, to get people's attention. But at the same time, you need to put a regular schedule in your bio, Perpetina. Okay? And you need to be consistent with it. When I put 5 a.m. in the morning, even I questioned it. But then everyone else was questioning it. And then I realized, hold on, I'm going to be consistent because that's the time I want to go live. If I want to go live any earlier, I know half of my audience, not half of my audience, I know most of the people that I follow and that are in my community are not awake. Either they're not awake or they're definitely not going live because that's out their comfort zone. So if they're not going live and they're out their comfort zone, what's going to happen? They're going to come and join my live and support me, which is what happens. Because no one's going live right now. They're like, nah, I'm not going live until 9 o'clock. I'm not going live until 9. 9 is when I'm going live. That's when I'm going live. And I'm like, no, I'm not going live. I'm in bed from 8. When you're live, I'm in bed. And if I'm still with you, I shouldn't be, but I maybe because I just want to support. But other than that, I'm in bed. So I'm up fresh and ready to go. So yeah, definitely pull it in your bio, Perpetina. You need to put a time. a regular schedule, let people know. And every time I post a video, go look at my most recent videos. It always tells you a time slot when I'm going. Always tells you I go live at 5. I go live at 5. It's in my actual, when you look at my video in the captation, it says in there the time I go live. So it's like, the thing is, people need repetition. They need to keep seeing it and they process it. Okay, it goes live at 5. I even say I go live from Monday to Friday from 5 a.m. In all my lives, I say it all the time. Every single live, all the way through, I keep chiming in. I go live from 5 a.m. to Monday to Friday. You know, if you want to connect with me on the DMs, click the bio. If you want to know the time slots I go live, check my schedule. My schedule is from Monday to Friday from 5 a.m. Saturday, it varies a bit, but it's always in the evening. Sunday, it's like I will go live in the morning and I might go live in the nighttime, or I might just go live from all the way through and do like a 13, 15, 20 hour live. It just depends on how I'm feeling and my availability, you know? Is there any more questions? Any more questions? Any more questions regarding going live and all of that? If you want to join me tomorrow, well, if you want to really gain, I'm going to cover all of this tomorrow, actually. I'm going to cover all this tomorrow. And on Mondays, I do Monday motivation. So I go in, blazing, all guns blazing, lips all dry, Monday motivation on a Monday. I haven't put that in anywhere, but that's what I usually do on a Monday. I usually do that on a Monday. And I do speed networking, but I haven't really found an actual time. But it all depends, really. If you come in on my live and you are part of it and you hit and you reach the target that we're going for, then I will do speed networking. So like today's target was 30,000 hearts. We haven't even hit it. And I said I was going to end this live half an hour ago. But because I did say, I'm a man of my words, I said, if anyone comes in with questions and want to ask questions, then the live will continue. If there's no more questions, and there's definitely no more questions, then the live will end. Okay? But yeah, you definitely want to be. So yeah, tomorrow I'm going to cover all of this tomorrow. I'm definitely going to cover it. In fact, the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to actually, I'm going to run it through, tidy it up and break it all down and make it much more comprehensive. And then, sorry, I didn't hear if you said it was okay or not. What was okay? Not sure what you mean. What was okay? Did I miss something? Peppertina, what did you say? What was okay? I'm not sure what you meant by that. I missed it. Maybe maybe my moderator, my AI moderator's blocked what you said. Let's have a look. Can't see what you're talking about. Sorry, I didn't hear if you said it was okay. Eddie MK05. Sorry, I didn't hear if you said it. No, I don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking about at all. I must have missed it. Sometimes I've noticed that when you write a comment, it doesn't process the comment. Not you, but just you in general. When someone writes a comment, even when I'm on my moderator account, sometimes it blocks some of my comments. It's like, nope, spam. You're not going to get to post that, and it's just annoying. So yeah, is any more questions? Mushy, is there any more questions? Any more? Or should we just leave it for tomorrow at 5 a.m. in the morning? I might go live earlier. Depends. It all depends on what time I hit the pillow and go to sleep. It really does depend. Even though sometimes I wake up before and in 4 hours I feel fresh, feel real good. I'm ready to go. Okay, Francesca, thank you for joining the live. So yeah, any more questions before I end this live? I know I've said it a few times now, but if there's any more questions, the live is going. It's going, as in I'm ending the live. No more questions? Anyone in the For You page got a question you'd like to ask? Anything you want to know about going live? Follow the live creator, JXY. Do you want to ask a question before I bounce out? Because I'm about to go. I am about to end this live. For those of you who are outside and looking in and you want to ask me a question regarding going live and something I might not have covered, you can ask the question. But if you no more questions, JXY, thank you. I am going to end the live and I'm going to count it down as well. I'm going to count down just in case anyone has any more questions. And clapping is like clapping. That's right. So I just want to clap for all the followers. Share the district. Thank you so much. Thank you for the trolls. You know, and thank you for everyone celebrating with me, double tapping like clapping. It's been a very good live, and I'll see you again tomorrow at 5 a.m. I doubt I'm going live tonight. Very, very unlikely. So I'll see you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Monday to Friday, 5 a.m. Doing a live regarding helping you to break free from the fear of going live and be comfortable. We have real confidence. So the live is ending in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.